I just tell him about Pork and Mike when he tried to, he gonna shake you down for a piece. You had offered him a piece of your sandwich, you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Just so you'll know how it is. Mike, if Candy would have wanted some of that steak, what would have been the answer? How you feel about that? You gonna give him some? He honest, he ignorant. He says, well, he honest, he just ignorant. That's it, ain't it? That man tell the flat, no. So knowing that now, if we had to repeat it right now, he say, man, you want a piece of this Philly cheese steak? Would you still take it? That man had no conviction. Most people say, man, I feel bad. I don't want to take it. I was just going to ask Cool how her chimp doing. I see him. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. All right, Nicole, good to see you. Welcome on back to the fold. Man, that's been a long time. Woo, been missing a long time. Kerry, I tell you, when you talking about you could have missed on opportunity, when you had them pants on, I said, definitely. That was an opportunity right there. So when you saw them in one leg, come here, borrow it for 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's all I want to. Can I borrow it for a second?
Hold on, is he gonna do a pit stop?
That man did a pit stop. You need to go right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lean, just a little bit, lean back, just right, left. Kid, what happened?
What?
When they drew on one leg, why you let them draw on the other one?
Just design unique.
It's a design unique. Yeah. That's what they told you.
Yeah, it is.
Did the man say, man, I know I couldn't beat you. But I seen you kind of use a smart shopper. I said, I ain't gonna be able to beat this guy here, man. He gonna talk me right out my pants. Don't worry. We only had a few seats anyway. The rest of y'all don't want. The first few already had got in. So if y'all just want to hang around out the gate, there'll be some more coming. And what happened when he sing? Then he come. He said, "My man, I knew I couldn't beat you." Ain't that right? Then he told. When you gave him that $500, then he said, "Man, you really got over. You got it."
I heard they had a part out there.
They had a part out there.
Balloons and
everything. And you left out and got them. Yep. Just left a little too late. That's all right, though. That's different, though. I like that. You can sing, though. I ain't going to tell you. People don't know, you're very intelligent, though, when you do it.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, not for real. You're really intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
That man said, you heard me say, curious. Distinguishing between singing and rapping. Well, it's really the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
You the same.
I'm gonna say, no, I'm not. Now, them boys of mine can sing. I gave mine away. They stole it. I used to could sing. Back some years ago, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I used to. Ooh, them days gone now, boy. I listen to myself. Whoo, time done kicked in, boy. Time to change it. Whoo, make it. Look at Dwayne. Dwayne, you remember you used to could sing? Come on, come on. Now, listen, I'm not gonna give me somebody. I said, somebody finna sing. Come on, let's go. Take me to the water. What is harder? Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Somebody get a cup to be baptized. So when it was when you could sing?
I'm happy.
None but the righteous. None but the bring that cup of water. None but the righteous shall see Yah. Now you said you used to sing. No, just tell you what.
You said
He is so wonderful. He is so wonderful. I need that cup of water. Don't put no ice in it. He is so wonderful. Yes, he is. If you do that, time gonna be bad. We're gonna sing. Go ahead. So you do know you can't sing.
you told me I could.
I told you could what?
Sing.
He loved Jesus. God, it done got bad. I said that. That's terrible. Man, I had that song, man. That man want to know about it. Can he be saved? It was so beautiful. Woo, he played that thing so beautiful. I have him, that's a beautiful tone. If I Lied on all the folks in the Bible. Don't pay no tithes and offering. Help Satan deceive me in the garden. Can I be saved? We're like, are you serious? That man serious? I'm like, hey, that man serious? You lie on everybody in the book? Man said he made the fruit salad in the garden. Can I be saved? We're like, no. I apologize. Don't listen to me, YouTube people. We're going to get started. Well, some of y'all came late. Man, we had a beautiful time before y'all got here. We got to tell you where they're trying to come a little early. Let me tell you, because I think Wednesday ain't get to say it. If I don't come to YouTube, please forgive me. We had to get out Wednesday night trying to get Smith over him, trying to get this thing done. Folks don't know, boy, it's a lot of work. Woo. It's a lot of work. They campaign stuff. Woo. She be running, too. Hard, I ain't going to lie to you. That's a hard-working woman. Y'all tell me I don't get no sleep. I don't know how she do it. And she be moving, too. She be going, man. Whew. Well, you know, that's something me and her be doing. We've been doing this so many years, just going. Is the heat on? Shouldn't be. This ain't YouTube. I see these at home coming. Let's see YouTube. Look at that. Jack got something over there. So, Palmer, Shabbat Shalom. Quaisha, good to see you, Quaisha. Isaiah, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Alma, she said Shabbat Shalom. Alma again. She had to say it, Isaiah. What about Ra, though? What about Ra? Yeah, go say Isaiah. I see her. Sean, Shabbat Shalom, the way y'all pray. Andrea laughing. We here. Good to see y'all. Shabbat Shalom. We here. Chavez laughing. Quaisha laughing. Quaisha, I told you I'm trying to get you a video. I'm going to train. I got a little ape. I'm going to try to show you. You might know him. I'm trying to get him one. This guy give him a bow tie. Them monkey be cute with a bow tie, don't they? So I give him a little vest. Isaiah. So that song was crazy. I told the one about, man, listen, Dwayne keep telling no story, man. We finna go through so many verses. Ain't that right? Shabbat Shalom, Raha, glad to be here. Good to see you, Isaiah. Alma. Shabbat, thank you, Alma. That's right, Alma. Good to see you. Woman Nada, we here. Good to see you, Pastor. Woman Nada, he up there. Isn't that good to see everybody? Everybody all right? I sent out something earlier. Yahuah willing, all y'all got to see it. YouTubers and as well as those y'all. I'm gonna say that, man. I thought I seen him with that box up there. But I did send out something earlier for all y'all to see about. I mentioned on the show about reparations, about how reparations were actually given out under General Sherman. How many of y'all didn't look at it? Yeah, it's terrible, terrible. Y'all didn't know something about y'all history. Yeah, I sent over something to y'all. We'll talk about another day. I'm gonna try to get someone with y'all to look at. I just want to familiarize y'all with something, because you really need to know how you would disenfranchise. You really don't know. A lot of these groups come and they say things and they don't really fully educate us. You know, everybody will say, you know, we need to have 40 acres on mule. You know, people will say that. And a lot of people don't know that they were given to you at one time. These white people took it back from you. Well, how many of y'all didn't know that, honestly? I didn't know that years ago. So think how y'all heard people say about we never got our 40 acres of mule. You were actually do you know these people took, did you know that originally? They gave did y'all know that 400,000 acres were allocated for you? All around, from Charleston, South Carolina, all down Savannah, all the way down through Florida, was allocated to you. And you were given coastland. Did y'all know Sherman gave y'all this? Sherman and it was the Secretary of War back then. I think his name was Stanton. Last name was Stanton. He was the Secretary of War. These guys sat down with 20 of your black leaders. And they listen, you know what else they negotiated? When they after 4 days after the Civil War, they gave you this, allocated 400,000 acres to free Negroes. Do you know what else they allocated now? That you were supposed to be self-governed. No one was supposed to govern you. That no one else was to come on your land. This stuff they get in, they'll push for the, let me tell you something. I'm just being honest with y'all. These people that call themselves Indian, and I definitely don't want this to be a fight or war, but they can let them police and govern themselves because they are not a threat. They saw what white liquor can do, these people. Let me tell you something. There is no race on their please put your phone on vibrate. There is no race on this planet that is more equipped and more dangerous and a threat to the security of every nationality than they feel like you are. That's right. You see how quick they run into Hades? Yeah. They ain't running into Hades. They know what better. They ain't no fool. They ain't no fool. Them boy I told them they sitting down at the table. They governor. They said, man, we done. Y'all not policing us no more. We done. They know you. They know what Haitians are doing. They're the first people to live. Let me say this. That's not true. That's what they told us. Right. They always try to give you one group to look like only one successfully done. So like they only tell you about Nat Turner, who Justin told. Let me tell you, Justin. So I was up here laughing that time I was years ago, criminal chestnut roasting on an open fire. I said, yeah, I said, white folks used to love it. He got me, he said, preach, let me talk to you for a second. I said, well, he said, you the pastor now, you talk. He said, but I'm pretty familiar with white people. He said, we won't listen to no music to nobody that kill white people. I said, what? He said, Nat King Cole, you need to kill all them white people. I said, that's Nat Turner. He said, preacher, I didn't know you was. He thought Nat Cole was the one killing white people, and then he made Christmas music and white people didn't like him. Only Jessica. He said, listen, they all look alike. Or they sing alike, something like that. Y'all read the Bible, something like that. So, it's just one of those things to where it's important for us to empower our people with knowledge. When he said, my people destroyed for lack of knowledge. I also tell you before, Yahusha went over to sin and told you. He wept, he said, because you didn't know what belonged to you. Do y'all know that these people, I was listening on the radio, coming here, sitting in my car for a few minutes, and they was talking on the radio that how people of color, you're some of the less property owners. You're the less amount of people are property owners. You love renting. You love being under other people. You don't like having your own. They took that away from you. You don't have that fight. You don't even have that drive anymore. Everybody want to live downtown, live in a bungalow downtown, and live like you're homosexual. Well, people need land. We need space. I'm just saying, everybody want their little cubby. Let me tell you, okay, they don't want to cut grass, you don't want to do nothing. They beat you. I'm just saying, can you imagine you know something, how much in history were we taught about Sherman? Can y'all imagine? And it's bad that it's made to look like all white people bad. Lincoln even signed out. Let me tell you what is important, y'all know. Do y'all know that's why they killed Lincoln? That's how they took the land back from you. That's how they got the land back. They killed Lincoln. Lincoln's assassination was in part to take the land back from you. They gave you a grant. They took the land back. So you still saying things not knowing. This is how you have to get from under the hands where a white man control your future. One white man being assassinated took everything from you, again. Now the mule part was something that came later. They actually gave you the mule because the military didn't need them after the war. They didn't need all the mules, so they gave you the mule. The acreage is what you needed. So they did in the mule, it wasn't like, here go 40 acre and a mule. So you kind of disassociate some things. Well, you associate some things that's not practical in what they actually did. Sherman was willing to give you the mules because the military didn't need them after the war like that. Mules don't breed anyway. They'll give them to you, so those are good. They're good farm animals for plow. It's hard to beat a mule. That's what they tell you. They say that boy worked like a mule. They don't tell you work like a horse. A horse will not outwork a mule. Okay, so these are the things that you need to know. And my young people, so y'all know I'm gonna be pushing y'all a little harder, right? I'm telling you, I'm pushing you really hard because I can't afford for us to sit around and continue to be this ignorant. That's dangerous. That somebody, I'm like, I wish a nigga would try to take my 40 acre mule. Part 2 of my killer spree will start right here. That go for the rest of any one of y'all little country bunker around. That's serious. And I know for most of the people that follow me and don't listen, let me tell you something. If it don't start sparking, I'm gonna get rid of you. Because that's scary. That's scary that you have one white man. Listen, you talking about people always putting stuff on white people. They don't ever teach you about white people that actually were proponents for you. This was right at this one years later. These guys met 4 days after. He met with, listen, he didn't sit down with another white man came in. He sat down with black people to discuss your future. Your future, because that was part of the agreement of you helping them fight the Civil War, that you were going to be given land and your freedom. He pushed it, this a general, not a president, sat down to give you acreage and that you should be self-governed. What did it tell you? Why you think you're so destructive? Those people in Haitian are doing what they get. They want to be self-governed. A lot of these people, I don't agree with everything they're doing. Please don't think I do. I don't agree. I think that whole group should be scrapped for the fact that these people sit here and you raping and you robbing and taking from your own people. I think that in itself a tragedy. Show me helping and building your people up. And I'm just being honest with, they need to be stopped. And you know who need to stop it? They need to let us do it. No white people need to be us. We need to go home and get our kids. See, the problem is we keep wanting the white man to jump in. So when the white man got to jump in, then we come get us, leave us alone, make up your mind. First you holler, come help, go stop. Then I come in your house, get out, make up your mind. Kenya was looking to send 1,000 troops, so we need to go over there. We need to talk to them. Our people, listen, we can talk to our people. We'll give you options. You know, I'm telling you, option A, you give us the land back. Option B, we take it. If you choose option B, that's the wrong one. Because we need to be, our women and our kids need to be saved. Our elder people, I don't agree with it. I don't like that stuff one bit. You want to be a gang, whatever, leave kids and women alone. Go fight each other. Leave women and kids off it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And you know they funded by white people. How do you not have food, but you have always assault rifle and you have tons of bullets, grenade? How do you get this stuff and you can't get food? That tell me white people are smart. That's why we need to talk. Said, you know how you got those guns. And you won't use them on the white folks. You'll use them on me. That's why we need to talk to him. I believe I can talk. His name barbecue. I tell you, when I come over there, I'm bringing the charcoal. So I'm telling you barbecue, I'm charcoal. We finna crank this up. Now, we can't talk like men. We're going to sell it like enemies. Listen, there should never be a time that our women and our kids should never have to worry about our elderly people. Come on, never. Come on, man, please. If anything, they should have took from the government, and they should have came back and they should have fed their people. When their own people having to run for their life and you raping women and kids and kidnapping, no, kids with guns. No, man, I'll never get these kids guns. You'll never fight for me. You will never fight for the will. Man, listen, you will grow up and you will be a man. You no kids to fight. That's crazy. See, that's why I lose respect for the people. I tell them, send the video over there. I ain't say I was going over there to get it straight now. Talking about going and tell them their face. I ain't no fool now. Ain't that right? I'm taking the charcoal and some other weapons I got. I'm taking the charcoal and the chopper. Isn't that right? Hopper, bring the chopper. Isn't that right? I'm trying to kill predators. I'm gonna have some fun. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I know what it takes now. I'll clear the island out. Isn't that right? It's bad. And we shouldn't have to do that with each other. People color, we shouldn't. Listen, we're not the people that people framed us to be. We can talk. We can. The problem is there needs to be barriers. There need to be lines we don't cross. As men and women, there need to be barriers. There need to be barriers for our kids. Certain lines we don't cross. We don't use our kids for war, our women for rape. Y'all hear me? Our men can't be women and our women can't be men. I don't respect no country that put women in their military. I never do that. I never give my wife a gun and say, I need you to get out here and fight to protect us. No, not my wife. He said that the strong man of the house, they're taking him. And he said you can take the house. There's nowhere in the world my wife can keep the house. When the book clearly told me if you're buying the strong man, he said you can take the house. I don't believe in my women fight. I don't believe in it. My wife, her best fight when she get in that stove and she get the cranking over, and when she get that spoon, that pot, start stirring that stuff and pouring in cooking, girl, you don't fought a good fight. Get in there and wash them clothes. Especially if I done laid one and it ain't an egg and it'll slid, the egg crack. That's a good fight. All right, that's good. I'm gonna get some cherry later. Cause they people, you good like that? Come on, big man. Some folks, some folks don't take it. They ain't gonna take it serious. Hey, folk wipe me all over the world. They ain't gonna take me serious. They gonna say, there's a lot of folks laughing in there. Ain't that right? A lot of folks say it. A lot of folks say it in it. So what our goal is though, we gotta restore and we gotta put lines that can't be crossed. We don't involve our women, our kids in our fight. Y'all got me? Y'all had a right to grow up and be men. We're teaching, we're training. I don't need you fighting. Y'all got me? I need you to fight stupidity. Y'all hear me? I need to resist these drugs. I sent a video out too. Y'all saw what a white police officer was choking. I almost died overdose for just opening the trunk to this stuff. She just smelled it, opened the bag, and almost died. She had 2 overdoses from opening the bag. I catch y'all with it. If it don't kill you, I'll kill you. I'm telling you, that's everybody. Don't play with that. Don't play with folks. You know folk use that stuff. Don't fool with them. That stuff will kill you from touching it, from smelling it. Avoid them. Avoid them. Let them have. Folks different than me. Man, ain't want nothing. What I want? Man, somebody down the ground. Give me that. That's what I don't want. That's what I want to make sure I don't get that. What I want to try it for? They dead. What kind of drug make you desire to want to die? That's a crazy world we live in. Y'all young people, we gotta try to keep y'all. Y'all hear me? Y'all, they're putting out here, this is how they attract us. They'll give it to their kids. Their kids they'll use as, what you call it, they'll use them as a, what is it? Recreation. Not recreation, a who? A mirror? A mule. Hold on a minute, are y'all together? I keep hearing mule. We've been past that sermon stuff. Why y'all keep hollering mule? No, they'll use them as a bait. Because typically, we don't want to do what white people do. Think about it. When I grew up, the toys I knew about were from white kids on TV playing with them. See, they've been marketing using their kids for years. The slinky. In my neighborhood, what I'm doing with the slinky? We ain't had no steps. No white folk had steps. We lived in a ranch. On step we had was going in the backyard. And the dog pissed on them. I definitely want no slink in that. I'm just saying, the toys you want didn't fit your house. It didn't fit you. Them white, they purposely designed the house, designed the yard, and made it toy friendly. And when you got your toy, you realize you don't have nowhere to take no dump truck like this. You can take this back to the store. It look good on you. You realize. And then your parent look at you saying, what the? You rolling that crap on hardwood floor. and you quickly realize, this need to go back to the store. Because somebody finna get hot in there, right? But I'm just saying, but they showed you how they sold it. You convinced your parents that was what you really wanted, and you didn't. It was the fact you seen them having it, and they showed them. First of all, in order to enjoy them toys, you needed that little white girl and that little white boy on that commercial too. Your friend's head is naughty. Them niggas tap everything. Like my toys were not cousin friendly. Them niggas tab stuff when they look at you, can look in their eye, this ain't gonna make it. You know, when you see kids and you look in their eye, they look at your toy saying, but it ain't gonna make it at the end of the day. You're like, let's go back. Call somebody to get us back out of here. Cause I can see it in their eye. These niggas tab some stuff down. When I went to that Mcdonald, I just parked in the driveway. I sent them pictures. I just sat in the driveway and I was pissed. I looked down that road, I said, that's that same road. When I got there, I just cried. The building was a different color, and the man had like a white chalkboard like that, and he had wrote McDonald's on it. So you can imagine, wasn't no apostrophe S to McDonald. Wasn't no Mac, you know what I'm saying? It was just McDonald. And I cried. All I could do was cry. Because I'm asking them the whole time, McDonald. They said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna buy you something. And I'm gonna buy you something. I'm walking, I said, out I'm thinking, boy, you is retarded. You missed the McDonald's. Every kid eyed like, nah, don't. When we growed up, they don't. These kids don't. I get choked up just thinking about it. What them Archie meant to us when I was and look here, in the car did that thing and rode in there. Boy, you just grabbed I love you. I love you. I don't care you been whooped on punishment all your life. You forgive when you pull in a McDonald's parking lot. And boy, you go in that door, you know, oh my goodness. And all you need to do is see Ronald. You'll die. You know what? Ronald and Jesus were right here. It was a struggle. And Jesus had them fried in that drink and hamburger with it. You said, Jesus, you need to get back in it. This all Ronald. You know what I'm saying? The burgers are Ronald's. Y'all hear me? I'm trying to tell you now. There's some folks out, who remember that? Oh, look at Dave now. Dave. Oh. No, I mean the Dave. Dave, you remember the days of McDonald's? Back you was a kid, Dave. So, all that. What it was like if you saw them like your parents drove in that driveway, they pulled in that parking lot.
You had that.
Y'all kidding. Listen, back then, fast food, I'm telling you, it was real. Man, you walking that thing, them folks, man, the uniform. You just, the uniform, y'all like angels. Y'all handling like heavenly food in here. But that thing was just, everything was like, boy, I remember when the Happy Meal came out, that thing had a toy in it. We weren't ready for that. Give me a second, Robert. These kids don't know. I had a cousin, my mom nephew, he went there, and he ordered, and he went to that register, and he looked that lady in the face. He was from Sparta. He had that lady, he wanted to get a good time meal. Man, I messed my draw. Listen, man, I messed so hard. Listen, I ain't lying. Have you ever messed and your butthole, it can't close and you trying to listen? When my cousin, listen, he called me, listen, this no lie. I ran right to the bathroom. Listen, I couldn't close it. It was just, I thought I was going to go to the hospital. I was like, what made that nigga ask for a good time meal? He looked at I asked for a good time meal. I lost it. But listen, man, that was a whole nother life. These 400 land cows, you remember McDonald growing up? How exciting that was you went to McDonald's? That's like a Saturday or Friday. If your parent took you like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you finna die. Because it's not normal. That's not normal. You thinking, who died? Who dead? Because you trying to make me feel good. You ain't going out during the week. This was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You had a roast beef at home. You had a done some collard greens. You look at it, but you know, eye, front, and center, mister. You like, ain't nobody doing that. Man, they don't cook that. My mama cooked that Saturday night. Boy, y'all eating that. They come home and warm it up. That meat in the pot, it's got jelly. Where it been frozen? Y'all know that jelly? You look at that thing, you saying, I ain't gonna eat that. I ain't gonna eat that with that jelly. That thing, heat up that jelly, go. Let me get a plate. The roast beef got jelly around it. Y'all remember that white stuff? You said, boy, that was ice cream. But it ain't. Listen, man, y'all kids, y'all lives are terrible. I'll just tell you. Y'all, I look at you. I want to crop your lives terrible. Man, y'all eat that stuff. The stuff don't break. We can't break. Listen, a Burger King and a McDonald's. Because they had the king ring out. And you could have got a king. You a king. They put the king, because they had to come out with a meal, had the king ring now. Listen, that's a hard fight. Back then, I see McDonald's used to say a hamburger back then. Had the onions on, man. The hamburger wasn't bad. The hamburger back then, you get a hamburger now. Then the cheap, you had to have a hamburger. Hamburgers used to sell. You won't sell them now. I don't even think they care no more. You got to just pull your cheese, throw it in the trash. Then they're going to call the police on you because they're going to see you got the cheeseburger paper. So really you got to throw all in the trash. Y'all kids don't know, man. Y'all got some terrible lives. Man, that stuff y'all eat, no, they ain't no good. I remember the first time, listen, man, first time my friend, I went in the house, that was back in, no, that was like 1976. Boy, he had brought me to the house, they had some Long John Silver. Boy, that fish was so big. I said, what is this? Listen, all our fish had scales on it. I said, man, he said, you ain't had this? Boy, you know how to act. I said, listen, this 1976, my mama ain't never took me my whole life. I'll never forget that man. That man opened my eyes to life. We would eat mullet, sheep head. Kids don't eat that stuff. Catfish. He took me out, that man. That meat was so flaky white. I said, what is this? The crumbs. Oh, my goodness. They got crumbs. I said, this a meal. Man, they put them crumbs. Now they said it to, listen, them crumbs, oh, my God. Listen, man, that thing, it touched my heart. Who ever ate Long John? Who remember the first time they ate Long John Silver? That thing, wasn't that something exciting? Man, I did 1976. I ain't used to nothing like that. I'm like, they're too high for a nigga. But that thing touched my heart. See, y'all coming on now all that stuff. Y'all don't realize, stuff like that, man, you ain't eating no stuff like that, huh? That was for white people. Just how old were you when you ate Long John Silver? You remember? A kid? Your parents bought it. But y'all come in a different era. You were born, what, 1980? 82, 87. You come, it was free then. Well, but I'm just saying. It was. You know, when did you have a salad bar? Y'all mean you walk? Boy, y'all made me get. Boy, I put a cape on. I fly to him, boy. Listen, he ain't like. You went to Wendy. Wendy was not a. Let me tell you something. We ain't never gonna win it. Boy, don't you even put your. Man, that's way too high for a nigga. No. You weren't going to Wendy. Man, that was like, man, listen, you had to open your napkin and flap it and put it in your shirt. Man, the single was juicy. Man, all that burger was juicy. You ain't, anybody take your parents and get you say, child, you's a nigga. We're not finna go in that part. Man, when you seen that white girl, them freckles, you know you weren't going in there. I don't know how old I was when I went to a Wendy's. Like now, Wendy's ain't, how many of y'all remember back then? Certain restaurants, those were high caliber restaurants. You remember that? Wendy's wasn't like, no, you went to Wendy's?
Oh, yeah. Wendy's launched all that was by the house. But you know, we had it was a plant, right?
What how old you were then?
Young.
How old were you young?
6, 7, 8.
And you were going to Wendy's? I ain't believe it. Come on. Come on, big man. And dad might work at the plant. Dr. King hadn't even been shot yet. Man, I know. Man, they were still in desegregated. We weren't even segregated. We were segregated. Man, no way to work. You think, I guarantee, did you go around the back?
Right.
Okay, you were born 1967. 68. King had a friend, but you were born what month in 68? King had just been shot by 2 months. I know good well. You think if mud pressure wasn't where Dr. King just got shot, his family looked at him and said, let's go to Wendy. No. How many of y'all believe that? Dr. King just got shot, they took the man straight to Wendy 2 months later. Newborn. Got it. Can you put it in his bottle? No, they not. They're way 67. You were going at 6 or 7? No, when you went, you said you were 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
That's what I'm saying, 6 or 7. You went. I can't believe them. They're tight. I want to believe you so bad, but then again, I don't want to. How many of y'all, it's hard for y'all to believe this story? Y'all understand, 6 or 7, that was like 1974? Hey! Hey! Are y'all serious? 1974? Red Barn, Jack in the Box. That's tight. Pizza. You eating Pizza Hut too, 6 or 7? Y'all know, let me tell you something. What I learned about pizza, it came in a box from Food Giant. Everything was glistening ice. And you had to put it in the oven and look at it. Man, I didn't know no other pizza. On TV, they used to show one called Godfather Pizza. The folk were white. I knew we weren't gonna, and they used to pick it up and the piece you to strain. I want that piece. I said, I want that one. But I know where I get my pizza from. Like that folk, all my help come from Yahuah. All my pizza came from Food Giant and Big Star. Man, we ain't get no. Now hold on for a minute. How old were you when you went to Pizza Hut? No, I'm saying I was right. I'm telling okay, I was right now. 70 what now? Late 70. Come on, big man. This too much. Pizza Hut wasn't even out yet. They didn't have a commercial. I'm just saying, how you know? They didn't do a commercial till late 80s. Buy the house. You know how much stuff? Man, it's like, come stop. Y'all know how much stuff I see? I knew that it was like looking at a white woman. You know you couldn't look white folks in the face. Ain't swear you remember that you couldn't look white folks in the face. Y'all remember them days? When white folks they had to look down and you talk to them. Come on, put on her. Her and Damon, y'all grew up on 8 Mile. Now she remember they could look white folk dead in the eye. You white. Man, you had to show their feet, man. Man, you couldn't look white folk dead in their eyes. That's right, you want to see. You see him on the paper.
That's right, fight back,
You the one got her going the wrong way now. Man, there's a lot going on. You remember going to Pizza Hut in 1974? Do you remember Pizza Hut when you were 6, 7, 10? You remember your parents take you to Long John Silver when you were 8, 9? You remember going there and all windows all over lined up down the same street? Man, you had broken a white folk neighborhood. What neighborhood he had? They had all that on the street. See, that's you remember that when you were 7, 8 years old going to Wendy's and going to Pizza Hut and all and Jack in the Box? What's wrong with that story? See, but amazing though, that's I'm saying down here in the South. Man, no, the folk, no. No, no. Y'all had, did they have like sheets on the tables and stuff? I know they did. I don't know. They had them on the head. That's why I know you had it. The sheet be on the table. One of those sheets on the table. I know all the sheets were. No. He just said the sheets on the table. I couldn't believe it. When one of those sheets on the table, I knew what them sheets were. No. Them folk didn't play. That's a nice story. I'm probably right there moving. That and Antoine Fisher. That one wasn't real either. No, that's that tight down. What Malcolm at? Malcolm? You remember going to Pizza Hut when you were 7, 8 years old? What's wrong with that story? Huh? He said, what about Wendy's when you were 10 years old? But you remember when Wendy's were out there, you remember seeing Wendy's growing up? When do you remember seeing Wendy's? Malcolm said they got them now. No, but I'm just saying. Believe it or not, down here, them restaurants. No, we ain't going to them restaurants. Man, we was stressed. Man, you drop a whole paycheck in that place. Them burgers were high. They always make them burgers more expensive. Now, Crystal, I remember I went to Crystal. No, I did go to Crystal earlier, but when I came along, Crystal was 15 cents. Yeah, that was 15 cents. But that was a lot of money, though. They were 10 cents. When I missed the 10 cents. They were 15 cents when I came along. Then when they went to a quarter, I said, these folk done lost it, man. I thought these folk done lost it. Like, these folk highway robbed. They want a quarter. Then they went to 35. But see, nigga, man, you got to get one crystal, $75 for one crystal. They say, how is that high? They said, you stupid enough to come in here. Now, we used to know somebody used to work down there. You went down, man, you to get so many crystals and you get more than your money back. Right. Man, they shut it down. Crystal went out of business. All right. Somebody used to go here and work to that crystal. That man, they had called Davenport and them owner. It's two brothers, one dad. They called, they said, listen, man, we done locked Kanye down. Listen, folk were coming out S82. Listen, that whole room was loaded. That's why they took that keep moving sign down. They said, they're like, these folks, listen, Crystal was locked down. Man, them folks, they done cooked up so much food. Listen, they done went and bought French fries from Burger King. They're like, listen, we gonna pay y'all back. They done went to Chick-fil-A, they said a waffle fry. Man, got through. They had like $8 in the register. They closed, all right, they closed it down. Listen, shut it down. Listen, y'all know how far S82 is? Listen, them folk were both, I'm talking about whole expressway locked down. Listen, they were all the way back to exit 80. Man, they had to take the kid moving. Man, it was listen, wasn't no slurping machine, everything was gone. Whoa. Man, on that resume had $8 in there. And they had 10 people trying to still get their change. It was bad out there, man. It was bad. Woo, it was bad. They was on their way. That's what Justin told me, and I'm going to stick with him. I know Justin wouldn't lead me wrong. Hey, don't you remember that? How you remember it? That's one thing about me. I can't do but tell it the way I hear it. I try to make sure when folks tell me something, I try to tune in like that. I said, Carl, I got to make sure I tell it like I hear it and remember who told it to me. Man, it was bad up there. How many of y'all, that's the truth, y'all remember Chris was selling waffle fries? Oh, I'm trying to tell you. They were got from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A pissed too. They ain't never getting that money back. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. I don't know what happened. Listen, I don't know what I said. I don't know who I said it to, but I'm sorry. Y'all for I still try to pay them paying. Kerry, did you go out there just for Crystal Cole? They had ran out them waffle fries. The person told us, I have these pants. They gave them, that's the last thing, get them pants. Man, y'all people crazy. Y'all crazy. Woo, these folks crazy. We're going to try to move on, but this is the truth, though. I do want us to get together. I want us to sit down. I want us to strategize on how we can recoup our losses. That's the name of the game. That's time to recoup our losses. it's a bad situation. No, you had. It's one thing you never had something, like they said, you didn't know, but when you found out you had something, it was just and it been taken from you. We really need to work on how do we recoup those losses, because it's bad that people sitting down in property that you actually own that was taken from you and was given back. But that just show you the type of situation that you're in. And I'm a believer in this. You could take away a lot of the violence from people of color. And my end is to heal the nation, not just our nation, but the healing starts with self. And the so-called Negro, he hurt. He and she, they hurt. We hurt in our marriages. Our kids are hurting. We're hurting individually, collectively. We're hurting. And our hurt has spilled over to other people. So we become detrimental to each other. So what's critical is coming back and repairing the breaches. You know, fixing and, like they said, tying up the loose ends. That's just being honest. There's some things that belong to you, and it's imperative that we work to try to fix the situation. I know they say, you know, money don't fix everything, but a lot of times you could stop a lot of the violence we have. And it's perpetrated by our people. It's because of the situation of our people. If you can change the dynamic, you ain't gonna fix everybody. Now I think that more of our people. I think that incarceration is also good for some of our people. People that take it upon them or to hurt anybody. You know, just willfully just go and hurt people. I don't think you should be among us, society. Period. I don't care if it ain't doing it to black people. We just don't need you. We don't need the divisiveness right now. We got enough hurt. We got enough destruction. We got enough losses. No one's helping any of us. The government's not helping white people. I know it looks like, oh, white people not getting a hand up. White people going down too. Everybody going. Hispanic people. Why y'all think all these people are leaving their own country to come here? You can say what opportunity. Who want to leave their own country and go somewhere else? You would want your country to be able to suffice you. That's your native land. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's your nativity. Who wouldn't want to be in their own nativity? But because they've gone in England, France, Germany, Russia, all these white countries, they all need to be. They are the people that have destabilized all these countries. South American countries, African countries, any of these countries. I'm being honest, the Asian countries. These are the people that disenfranchise these people. These Middle Eastern countries, these countries not disenfranchised on their own. It's been through white influence. And the white influence is never lost. The people who lose it, the people who it belongs to. And now we got to try to come back and give people back to what belongs to them. That's how you stop the bleeding. Right now, everybody's dying because nobody has the sense to say, listen, give back what belongs to that person. Okay, you know, but then I won't have nothing. What did you have before that? What did you have before that? People be willing to help you if you did right. But you can't go take other people's stuff and say it's fair, all fair, love, and war. So when people take it upon themselves to start killing other people to take it, wouldn't that same saying apply? What are these gangs doing on the street? Listen, okay, if I come with a group and we all wear the same uniform, call ourselves a military, and we fight Leon and we kill him and we take their stuff, all fair, love, and war. So when a group come along and put bandanas on, and drive their cars in and start killing people in the neighborhood, isn't all fair and love and war? See, you can't have it. You can't have it. Well, that's different. It needs to be fair every end. Give people, that kids fighting. Your kid, say two of your girls fight. One of them got the other person's stuff. What do you say? Go ahead and keep it and go? What do you say? And you want to make them give back what caused the fight typically. Give her back what belongs to her. That ends the fight. Because at that point you're saying there should be no reason for fighting. You got back what belongs to you. This is common sense. We know it, parents. Why this ain't common sense with your government? The fighting with the Palestinians, everybody. Why do we keep sending food and ship and aids to a place when all you need to do is give them back what belongs to them? Then you asking me, help send money. I ain't sending a dime. Boo. All you gotta do is give people back what belongs to them. But see, they don't want to do that because once you start that, you know what you gotta do? Now, there we go. Now we gotta deal with everybody's stuff. Once you start putting people back in their place, guess what happens? You start realizing you out of place too while we talking. Look at the deciders of who put people where. Go to the Saudis. The Saudis are not from Arabia. Did y'all know that? That's why it's called Saudi Arabia. They took it. The Sodus ain't been that long enough. See, this is where they get you from. Because you name something after you, don't make it yours. The Sodus have not had, they only got there in like the 1900s or so. The Sodus have not always had Arabia. They've taken it. You ain't gonna believe who used to be in Arabia. You did. Yeah, everybody take stuff and here you done and go put on 4 bed sheets and here with nigga fall on their knees. Yeah, people ain't got no better sense. None of these people from where they tell you they're from. They just make a fool out of you because you don't know no better. You in Arabia. Okay, I don't know what these people doing. All these lands you done been here. These folk make a fool out of you. Every time I told them, they go to these places, you'll be surprised, you'll see a whole bunch of your faces. You put on any TV show they show you, they never show you no dark skinned one. Because they know you're going to start questioning stuff. They won't show you China. When they do, you won't see. China ain't stupid. They're not going to show you no black people over there. There's plenty of black people in China. Plenty. They'll never show them to you. Japan do the same thing. Japan, South Korea, they fight to get you out. Jahid, you seen black kids over there, didn't you? You ain't seen no black kids over there? Come on, I ain't got no time. Let me tell you what they did for him though while he was there. You still getting a check. I know. I'm gonna tell you why though. No, I was just finna tell you, but you still get a check. But you know why they did that too? Why is that? Because they weren't gonna make no more black babies. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't know, in South Korea, they want them out. They fighting against, you don't know. Hines Ward to tell you. How many of y'all know Hines Ward? He played for University of Georgia. You know what he was a proponent for? Trying to help save those mixed kids over there. They don't like them. Same thing in Japan. They mistreat them, they keep them back. They ostracize them. They don't like them. Because listen, Japan and South Korea, they want you off their base. They want them bases gone. I already know he didn't leave the base. When he told y'all that, I knew they didn't let, you know why they didn't let him leave their base? Because he gonna get out there and that girl gonna sing. She's like, oh, me so horny. Okay, they're funny. Okay. Let me tell you what. Those people, listen, y'all know those people, they walk up black people to touch their skin. Listen, they get excited, they want to rub your skin. They sick of you mixing, and listen, they ain't no fool. Just like I told you when they came down to Yahushua, you wind up washing out their heritage. Okay? They ain't stupid. You wash their heritage out. They don't want you there. Japan the same way. Japan got a navy. They agree they want to get a navy. You know they got a navy. They've been trying to get the United States off their property. They sick of them mixed breed kids. South Korea the same way. They sick of them mixed breed kids. They want them gone because you wiping away their heritage. Once you start seeing too many black faces, what you going to start saying? Let me go over here and see that play. That's what we don't want to see. Every time they show it to you, they're going to show you their culture. They're going to show you they white people. Why? You ain't going to watch them. No commercial going to show you. Going to say, that's odd. I say, Mexico do the same thing. Okay, y'all didn't see no commercial for Mexico before? How many black people you saying? How about Puerto Rico? They'll have no idea. You from what, Honduras, El Salvador? Tell me, ain't no black people there, tell them. Look at them. You heard shit? Tell them what you said about 1 or 2 of them. Go look at a commercial for El Salvador and see if they show it to you. These people ain't stupid, they sick of you. Your G's too strong. Your G's show up on everybody. Okay, I'm telling you, you tell on folks, you tell on them. I'm telling you, you tell on people. They ain't stupid, you tell on people. So they don't want you there. But you don't need to worry about nothing I'm telling you. Everybody always try to show, when they show you, they show you in the ghetto. Yeah. Oh, I love when they start talking about, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. They love you. You's a diamond. Man, listen, y'all know how many states we done dominated in? Y'all know how many states we've been wealthy in? They always show you one place. Wow. They love when you repeat one thing, you know. You always show how dumb you are. What about Black Wall Street? They say, yeah, he love it. Oh, comic book read, nigga. Man, we done dominated Louisiana. It's so many places we've dominated, and we've been, dominated economically, politically. They'll never show you that. They'll never show that. Listen here, man. 44 all these states ever got black sheriff. Now all these folks in prison, all these black sheriff, New Orleans been had them. Been had them out there, black males, the whole 9. You know what they doing now? You see what they did? They broke them, they poor. They make the most illiterate people. Why wouldn't you? A stronger people, you came up right from slavery, you became the sheriff and the mayor? Right out of slavery? Never left the plantation? How you get to be the sheriff and the mayor? They don't teach you about that. They love you hard about Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. Boy, you's a real diamond. Who you think control? They tell you what it's called televised vision. They tell you it's gonna be televised. That get him, he get to tell you the story. You don't even know when you watch the TV what they're doing. He's telling you the story. Why you think you're watching it? They had a show you to come on and the globe used to be spinning. Then what they were called? As the World Turns. As the World Turns. You remember that show? I know you did. I was gonna make you put another check up there like you did. And you know that, you remember As the World Turns? You remember the black people be on there? You remember the black people? She younger. You remember the black, what's the black people that be on the show As the World Turns? You never seen her. The world was turning and everybody was white. See? Suggestive. But what's the name of the show again? And you remember you show The World Turning. And what color them people were? So think about what was your imagination? The world is white. The world is white. Let me tell you something. Back then, come on. You remember you were a little girl, you remember you used to think about going to the islands and all? You remember that? What you used to know about the islands when you was a little girl growing up? The Caribbeans. Tell them. What you know about South America? The Middle East. You remember you used to watch that? You remember when you were growing up about the Middle East and the Caribbean Islands? What about you, Malcolm? Now, he was a military child, so he was born in Alaska. So his father traveled. That would be a little advantage. Don't y'all know, we didn't know nothing about, listen, we didn't know nothing about no South America. That was never even a conversation. Middle East, you know why I learned about the Middle East? Was when Iraqi war happened. That was never a conversation. Why would we be talking about a direction? How many of y'all there pretty much here for you? There was never no reason, but some of y'all younger. So as you know what I'm saying, as education went and people grew, they started kind of broadening things. We were smoking, we never had no conversation about no South America. No Caribbean, the Caribbean what? We didn't know about the caribou either. That was out there in Colorado, so the caribou, we don't know about that out in Alaska. We don't know nothing about no caribou, we don't know about the caribou. Nobody talk about no stuff like that. See, that's how they keep you suppressed. And we don't have to talk to y'all, we gotta try to broaden our young people horizons. You see what I'm saying? Because they hurt us on a lot of ends. A lot of times these guys, they can't see far, like just, okay, doctor, lawyer, let's push them in this field. Okay, but they still can block you. You still putting them in fields where they still be blocked. Listen, there's not a field you're gonna push them to, they're still not gonna be subject to a rule. Facts, yeah. These folks don't know about that. Listen, all the stuff you're gonna push it to, push them somewhere where they ain't got no rules. Where you can be self-governed. There's not a profession you can put them in and be self-governed. Because then you're gonna have to register your business. So your business is gonna fall under certain articles. If you go get a license, your license controlled. I have a driver license, they can't be taken from me? They tell me it's a privilege. What? Who ain't have a professional license they can't be taken? So when we push them, so if you push them to be an attorney, they're not gonna be a licensed attorney. If we push them into being a doctor, what kind of doctor they gonna be? Only doctor I ever seen one license was Granny. She told him she was an MD. He said, I didn't know you was a man. She said, no, she said mountain doctor. Remember Granny? Come on, big man. No, I'm with you, come on. Let's talk about it. That's amazing. Man, remember Pizza Hut? Man, I had a food sescapade of him from 7 years old. Man, that's a lustful part. If I'd have had, listen, hold on. Put one back there. Yeah, walked out too fast. So what happened? If I'd have grown up with Wendy's, a Pizza Hut, a Jack in the Box on the same street, I'd have lost my mind. I wouldn't be here. And no way I could be saved. Put that back up. Matt back there, all the same, and Arby. No, that's I promise to put one up there. I promise put them. I wouldn't be here today. Hey, would you be here today? How many of y'all that be tight? I'm like, hold on, same. I got Pizza Hut, Jack in the Box, Wendy, all on the same street. That don't mean that Long John. You grew up in Mississippi, and the great city, Mississippi. You could have seen all them restaurants on one street.
I grew up in the 80s and the 90s.
I see something too. I said check. What part, Mr.
We had Cap and D's though. We didn't have Long John.
So they ain't the same people. They ain't the same people. No, they ain't the same people. One got the golden fish.
Okay.
And what all you had now? You had Captain D's on the same street.
It was a strip.
A strip.
Highway 82, Indianola, Mississippi. I saw
Indianola?
Indianola, Mississippi. We had, I remember Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
There was a Popeye.
Popeye. KFC.
I remember those. I remember strip. With
Keep
all
going.
the
That's three. We're three.
Come on, name them.
No, what did you name them? You over here. I'm letting you name them. We got the three of them stars. He gonna let me name you name them. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Captain
D. McDonald. Wendy.
Oh, it's been like 20 years for you.
All them,
Hey, it was a lot. All them restaurants. Name.
On what street?
It was a strip. It was a highway like 138.
How far you live from that strip?
I stayed in a small town like 20 minutes
That's
away.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. This man rolled at the window and look at out here. Hey, Pizza Hut!
I went to high school.
But you drove to this place way off somewhere.
I went to high school right
You know I can drive to Alpharetta.
I went to high school right down the street from that strip.
These guys open the window, stick their head out, and the folks just hand it to them. I just said, I'm finna move to Mississippi. All this stuff on one. That man, see, if you don't ask the right question, that's the thing that gets you. If you don't ask the right question, they make a fool out you. That man drove about 4 hours to get on there. That man got that thing said, welcome to whatever state he drove to. That's a lot. What street? Y'all got, listen, man, I ain't mad. I ain't gonna lie, yes I am. I ain't where I need to be. Everybody, how many of y'all got to come up? Want to be saved? We all got some short. I got some short coming right now, because I ain't used to that. Now, he grew up in Philly, right? So y'all had all that on one strip. That tight. That tight. Martinez. He told me to ask you, Martinez. This tight, Martinez. This membership. Martinez got the stool. He said, I'm gone. Hey, I know he ain't white. He said, I'm gone. He on the other page. Where he at? I need to find out about it. We're going to move forward. Where he at? You back on the stool. Martinez. I don't want you to be worried. Let's move. Martinez. Where he at? Martinez, I want you to be worried. This ain't nothing but your membership. All right? You need your membership. Where you at? Be still now. I need you to be still. All right. Do you remember you and Damon going to Jack in the Box, Pizza Hut, Long John Silver, and Jack in the Box and McDonald? They're tight. That man is tight. That man thinks, he said, I'm going to have to leave Damon out. Now, then the other story now, he said it was on, y'all had 8 miles of these restaurants. He said, well, 8 miles of restaurant. He said, Martina, now we did go there. You finished, he said, let him fill in the blank.
I need clarity.
That's what I'm saying. Do you remember growing up with going to them restaurants, McDonald's, you had Wendy's and Pizza Hut, Jack in the Box, Long John Silver. You remember going there when you were 6 and 7 years old?
I remember driving by.
Y'all didn't go in. So what that mean with Damon? Damon said he had to go in. He said he had to call his name. Damon said they named a burger after called a D-Dog. Do you know anything about this?
No, I don't know too much about that.
I know that right. That type, but see but Damon, that's fortunate though you got to go there like that. We didn't get to go stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff was out there. There's a lot of stuff. There was all kind of stuff out there. It's just stuff I couldn't behold it. It's like he told Musha, you look eastward, westward, your eye behold it, but you ain't going in it. That's when I knew I wasn't going. When Musha couldn't go to Promised Land. Yeah, them weekend stole. Yeah. Damn way you told damn you like you on the great damn way you told man, you in that thing every day. He like they brought his lunch for school from over there. That man had a whole pizza. That one they had real meat and cheese. Now I'm on Pizza Hut count that meat lover pizza. That back in 1980. Real pork. Mike, that stuff you be eating, Mike. Back then we had. That meat lover, but that was all I ordered, meat lover. That meat lover, oh my goodness. With that bacon up. I'm new now, I want to say. Look at Lancaster. He told me, they still got him. Oh, yeah. I'm watching, big man. I'm watching. We're going to try to move on now. See, we done exposed some of these stories. Folk driving over 3 states to go to these restaurants. Not you, Rod, somebody else from Mississippi. Somebody else. Let's look at this Romans 15:4. Man, y'all people get somebody in trouble, man. These folk didn't come here for that. But then again, they should have. Isn't that right? How about you doing all right? You healed up? Come, let me see you. Come, you gotta come all the way for something. Come just far enough. They told me, oh, so you ain't gonna go there for them. Say, hold on. Put a glass out here. Come so I can check it out. Come back a little bit over there.
Yahuchanan.
Okay, I see that.
Still say a little bit right
Whoa,
there.
don't touch it.
My eye a little bit.
All right, but yeah,
No, I don't feel
you
that
don't feel
no more,
nothing?
at least.
You should. You got to fight with Mike Tyson. That's all right. Ain't nothing better than. I'm glad you're getting better. Again, put a check up on the, yeah, put a check up down. He had waited too long. Man, like an elephant had done dropped their paw in his mouth or something with him. We fixed it though. Isn't that right? We gotta get back. And that's critical for, with him. I'm glad he did. A lot of people don't know y'all why. Y'all get stuff like them upsets. Don't play with that stuff. That stuff start releasing poison in your system. So a lot of times people keep going, that swelling up. Yeah, that stuff, it'll kill you. Them upset, when y'all get them and swelling up from it too, it start releasing that stuff into your bloodstream. A lot of times people keep going, tell them just gonna take something for pain. When you mess around, that stuff will kill you. People die from that stuff. So I just want to check on, because I want to keep them living, all y'all. And we give y'all a little health stuff, try to, make sure y'all take care of yourself, keep your immune system up. I got Shaquille, she down now, somebody came to her job, and she was sick, telling her she couldn't afford to get her, telling her she couldn't afford to be off. So you can afford to be fired then. Don't come in here, you sick. Listen, y'all can't play with these folks now. Y'all see they got the whooping cough done came out again? All the measles, it's sweeping. This stuff is sweeping, y'all. Y'all take this stuff serious. Y'all young people, stop these kids' face. Your friend, they tell them, whoa, we way too close. We not homosexual. Back up. I'm gonna get y'all a tape. Better back up. My brother, he told a girl, she out here, walk that door, swung, he hit her with that taser. She locked up and hit that ground. I'm gonna get y'all a taser. Tell them, I'm telling y'all, keep back. These kids sick. Their parents are sitting in school. Y'all keep y'all distance off these folks. Y'all got it. Don't be playing like you down. What you gonna do when you sick? Especially you, Puffy. You took a dump today? Don't be thinking. You win again today? You ain't go to that school. Well, I know that John is showing up for your better. He need a break. That man so tired of scrub. He look like he hit that jet back. There's some folk hit. That back part they get when that gets stained up. You ain't even trying to aim. You know how you hitting it back down? You trying to tie your shoe on now. Don't tie your shoe when you letting it come out. Sit up straight. Tie your shoe when ain't nothing coming. You see them folk that'll put it where the very back scarred up back. You saying, I said, that's unnecessary. That's not necessary. Some of y'all, Mike, you don't think about your answer. When you sit on the toilet, you sit like that, everything go down. When you back here and you trying to tie your shoe and you gon' scar that back up back down. You done scarred that back down? I know it. Y'all know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna get somebody to bring a toilet. And we're gonna have toilet sit one-on-one. You're gonna teach you how to sit. Don't you let nothing out. You ain't even get on there. I know him. He don't go for real. We're gonna teach y'all how to keep from scarring, okay? And we're gonna talk about not to make the one that go down and do this and come back. Them neat, the one that, and it come back up there. like they doing them front press. And come back up. We're gonna work on that too. We're gonna fix all that. Keep flushing it, go down and come back here. Then go down and do that like 4 times. That's a set. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's a set, yeah. I'm gonna help y'all out. We gonna clean all that. I specialize in all this stuff. I clean all that up. All right, y'all ready? All right, this is Romans 15:4. Y'all people, I shouldn't even be talking like this. My neighbor talk like that. All right, look at it. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
So whatever was written before.
Nikatab Talamidas.
Hold on a minute. What, did y'all have an argument? What happened? May y'all count something? What is it? All right, that's right, us. We moved from someone to us. Because this is talking to us. Y'all got it? Because he said the lively oracles were delivered to us. So the person that's teaching is us. When we start saying to teach someone, then we kind of separate ourselves from it. We want to make sure we associate ourselves, right? So it's written to teach us how to do something. That's how to do what? I heard that. Come on. She gonna try to cover up later. Mm-hmm. You know, sprayed mama. There been a Uzi, you'd have killed 10 people. Mm-hmm. Come on.
So that through endurance.
That's right. Look at dude. That's right. Going through without quitting. That's right. What else?
And through the Nakum.
Reward. Prize. That's right. To get a prize or reward. So for what reason?
Other Ketubim.
Other writings.
Tikva.
That we might have a cord.
That's right.
A cord. An attachment, a rope. Y'all got it? We talked about that? That's our connect. That give us our connect. That give us our hope.
That's right.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So these are the things that we try to look at. I don't know why we talk. Let's see how they work out. Let me see. Since we're talking, let's look at the 3rd chapter book of Galatians. I ain't got nothing. Let's see where they go. How about that? Well, I feel like the heat on. Feel like a little warm. So only people get. I know Puffy. He get too warm. He going to the bathroom. Puffy, is it a certain type of weather make you go, or is it a certain type of food? Oh, we good. We ain't got to. I don't want to get cold. Cause they'll start hollering. Let me tell you, it's some folks here sick. You know they gonna holler. Who the air cut and I caught COVID? Man, ain't never been a case of COVID recorded nobody caught for no air didn't cutting on. You already had that's a virus. I gotta watch these people in here. Listen.
You lacking da'ath Galatians.
See that? He told them that they lacking knowledge. My young people, what he just told them they lacking? Hey! Yeah. The who? They lack skill. Let's look it up and see. Let's look up knowledge. That's right. Let's see what knowledge is. Now the Abari word will bring it more into understanding. Because skill will also fall up on the malakah, which is, we talked about the work. It's also a skill. It's an art. All right, so when we look at, this is what you're looking at. So we have a better, let's get understanding. So this will give us the ability to do, all right? So what knowledge is that's gonna be facts, information, skills required by a person through experience or education. And then I don't put it theoretical, or we're gonna deal with practical. It's definitely not gonna be theoretical. We're gonna deal with practical understanding of a subject. So now it makes sense when we go back and look at what them. We're gonna go back and look at what he said. So basically, he's gonna tell them that they're missing some facts and they have misinformation, or they don't have information and they don't have a skill that's acquired by a person through experience or educated through being taught, limited, or practical understanding of a subject matter. Let's go back and see what they don't have a practical understanding about. Listen.
You lacking da'ath Galatians.
See that?
Who has bewitched you with your paw that you should not obey the Amad.
See that? Now he said, who bewitched you? Let's look at what, well, I don't know, can we find bewitched? It might come as a TV show. Bewitched, no doubt, kind of spellbound somebody, or conjure something on somebody. Bewitched, okay. Enchant and delight someone. So that's what we're looking at. So we're looking at enchant and delight someone. Hands. Association. Hands. Good. Let's move right quick. Let's look at the 3rd chapter book of Barashit. Three and 7. Make it 3 and 7, 3 and 8. Let's get to Ba Ra Shyth. They call it Genesis. Ba Ra Shyth. And the start beginning. I said 3 and 7. Let's see. Listen.
Then the of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed leaves of fig ox together and made for themselves loin coverings.
Come on.
They shama the call of Yahuah Alahym halak in the gun in the cool of the yum,
I heard him walking through the garden in the cool of the day.
in the Ish, and Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuah Alahym in the middle of the ox of the gun. Then Yahuah Alahym called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" He said, "I shama your call in the gun, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid myself."
That's what he said. Listen.
And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? From the ox of which I amar you not to eat.
Who can
from
tell me
it
what he asked
have
of
you
him?
eaten?"
In a sense. What you think? What could you say in a sense what he asked him? Who bewitched you? That's what I wonder. Who enticed him? Who enchanted him? Who bewitched you? Because remember, they had facts.
Right.
Somebody got them away from facts. So they lacked something. That's why he was talking about they lacked da'af. What was practical? Facts, information. And we know this happened because let's go back and look at, let's see what he said. Go ahead.
And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? From the ox of which I amar you not to eat from it, have you eaten?"
Come on.
Then Adam said, "The Ashah whom you gave to be with me, she gave to me from the ox, and I ate."
The woman you gave to me, that you gave unto me, she gave to me, and I did eat.
Then Yahuah Alahym said to the Isha, "What is this you have done?" And the Isha said, "The Nakash deceived me, and I ate."
See that? That's what she just told him. She just told him who bewitched him. And the thing you want to look at is you're going to look at when he goes through and start talking to him in the 3rd chapter of the book of Galatians, what's kind of to consider is the fact he started telling about, let's look at something, we'll come back over here. Back to that 3rd chapter of the book of Galatians. Where you left at? Verse 2? Excuse me.
Still at verse 1.
Still at verse 1? Let's see what it said at verse 1.
Yes, sir. You lacking da'ath.
See that? You lacking. Did he say you have any? So you lack. That was a depletion of it. And that's what happened with them. They had some, because she clearly, in the 3rd chapter, verse 1, she told him what he said. So we're going to say she didn't have any. She had some, but it was depleted. Listen.
Galatians, who has bewitched you with your paw, that you should not obey the Amat, before whose after that Yahushua HaMashiach was executed as having been crucified.
Let's see something right quick. 2nd chapter of the book of B Ra Shyth. Chapter 2, verse 16. Goodness. I'm gonna make hay was right. I'm gonna tell them, what a person going and taking a shower and all you gonna do is get stinking again later. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Goodness, so hot, you get right back there, but ain't no excuse for what he's doing, but I'm just kind of seeing where he's coming from. He's talking about, they play big water bill, little water bill. I'm like, what? Right. I mean, they cut that water out that time. The dam, they cut our water out for a month, all I was on. We all went to the hotel until the Hayward didn't go. I was on the phone with him. He's like, hold on. Here, listen, here. I'm sitting like, wait, I checked, I'm like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm here trying to tell. Shh, and everything started talking here. Yeah, I'm here to take a shot. Then I said, be careful, you keep that, you gonna mess around, you gonna mess around and do it now. But he wouldn't listen. My friend's cruel. Go ahead and listen.
Yahuah Alahym Amar to Adam, saying, "From any ox of the gun you may freely eat, but from the ox of the da'af of Tub and Rosha you shall not eat from it.
Tell them why.
For in the yum that you eat from it you shall surely moot."
That's what he said. So let me see 3 and 1, same book. B Ra Shyth 3 and 1. You hot again, humpback? You been drinking that coffee? Yeah, he drank that coffee. That ain't no excuse. You know you're gonna be hot. Why you don't drink some cold coffee? He said, not a bad idea. I really just throw it out there. I was gonna drink coffee, I drink it hot. I can't drink no cold coffee. That's it. Coffee already disgusting. It's only for if you freeze. The only time I drink, I'm gonna be real. If you see me drink coffee, I'm real cold. And I'm outside. There's no reason to drink coffee. And folks be telling me, man, you tried this coffee. It's coffee. I don't care what you call it, it's coffee. I don't drink enough of it where I can stick to my, this is robust. Like, what? Man, I don't understand that stuff, man. It's coffee. They be full all sight out there. How they be licking, I like to lick into it, percolate. Man, I don't have time for all that stuff. Man, I'm not that serious with it. I don't know the difference between QT, Dunkin' Donuts, and McDonald. They know the difference between. They know the top and the straw.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Smith and Dave. Go ahead.
Now the Nakash was more crafty than any beast of the field which Yahuah Alahym had made. And he said to the Ychiy, indeed has Alahym said, you should not eat from any aratz of the gun.
Go ahead.
The Ychiy said to the Nakash,
The Ychiy said to the Nakash, to the serpent,
from the pari of the aratz of the gun we may eat.
see that? From the fruit of the trees of the gun we may eat.
But from the pari of the aratz which is in the
She
middle
said,
of the
according to
gun,
they write, she said, from the aratz of the gun, which is the tree in the garden, we may what?
freely eat.
What did you just pick up? Hands. Okay, that's it. All I needed. Hold what you got right quick. 6 and 23. It's not hard. I need y'all to be thinkers when you hear me.
Romans.
What you say? That part like that your ass, ain't it? You got me in trouble. Start hollering out stuff in here. Romans 6 and 3. 6:23. Y'all people something else. You know what? All the priests, we ought to get together and lead. Let them go hire another priest. Let them just come and that man gonna be so throwed out, man. He be like, what's that hot? Folks get up putting checks on the board. You know what y'all doing? Y'all make somebody go crazy. Them folks gonna turn their license in. Listen.
For the wages of Kata is moot, but the barak of the Kasid of Alahym is Alam Kai in the Mashiach Yahushua our Adon.
3. B Ra Shyth 3. 3 and 2. Listen.
The Ychiy said to the Nakash,
The woman said to the snake,
from the pari of the aratz of the
from
gun,
the fruit of the tree of the gun,
we may eat.
we may what?
We may eat.
That's what he said. He read it wrong. We may eat. He hollered freely. The King James said freely. And he said freely. But it's still gonna come to the same thing. If you eat, it means it ain't a violation.
Yes, sir.
Basically come back to tell me it's not a violation.
That's right.
The reason why I look at it, there's a cost to behavior. So even if we don't go with them not putting it here, because she's saying they can eat, which is tell you there's not a violation. So now what we're doing, let's see to the 5th chapter, book of Galatians 5 and 1 right quick. Galatians 5 and 1, so we kind of understand it, because now, see, he done read something and said something that ain't there, but don't worry about it. The fact is still the fact. Let's see what he told you. This is Galatians 5 and 1. Listen.
And now stand fast in the freedom.
Do what?
Stand fast in the freedom with which the Mashiach has made us free,
And do what?
and shall not return to conquer with the yoke of bondage.
We'll tell you about shub. Shub, S-H-U-B. It's to return, and I look. It says really it's used more to a negative, like returning back to your kata. So basically, we're looking at not returning back. I think the other one is teshibu. Teshibu is the word for return in a good sense. I think they're I think they spell it T-E. They'll probably put a T-E. S-H-U-B, probably A-H. They'll do it probably T-E-S-H-U, huh? We got, how got, oh, it's up down. Well, oh, okay, now that's different. He spelled it with T-A, I would do T-A. On the other one they spell it T-E. To Shibu, but he wasn't ended that way. He shortened words on his own. Almost like you talk about the TB to Sheba. So we did it H-A. So that's up down. So that now, typically that one is almost in a good sense, but he put it down. So anyway, when you kind of dealing with the language, it's important to you to get certain words, because some of them are being a good sense and some be used in a bad sense. So it's just kind of dependent. Sometimes they use these words. That's something you had to watch them too, because you can be using, but it could be in a negative sense. You know what I'm saying? Or in the positive. So it's kind of either or, kind of. Let's see. But now he's telling these people about stand fast in the liberties, which are the freedoms wherein the Mashiach has made you What did it say? Has made you what?
Have made us free.
See that? So he done put you to where it's not a violation. So now we'll look at that. Basic thing about it make you free is not a violation. That's basic. Let's look at it. When he looked in the gun, in King James, they rendered freely eat, which should still be good because it's only tell you there's not a penalty. So it's still free. So like when you sit at that line, sometimes you get fined. What that thing called? See that? Yeah. That's that. So I'm saying, so basically put you in a place to where he put you in a place where now it's not a violation. And these are the things that we're trying to learn. And that's the thing we're trying to learn. Even the book taught learn the things which are freely given to us. That's what they were doing in the garden. They were learning what was freely given to them. That's when you're talking about comparing Ruach things with Ruach. See, she didn't look, the thing about this, when you really consider when they were sitting in the garden, I mean, think about it, they're really like a spiritual matter, eating, when I'm hungry, and I desire to eat, and I want to be smarter. So, but what happened, she didn't know the things which were freely given.
Right.
That's the purpose of being taught, because sometimes, think about it, we do it all the time. We do things and we'll know, and it's important to know the things that are freely given to us. See, when we start to exercise ourselves, you think about this, it could be practical in seeing why it makes sense that you were supposed to rehearse this every day. Look what happened with her, she knew it, but then you start to lack it. Yeah, anything you don't keep doing, you'll lack it. You think you're just as good a shooter you were back when you was in school shooting. Why? The time. Would you agree with that, Justin? He said no. 10th in the country. And you just gonna just jump right on behind and run with it. No, I'm talking, but you see what I'm saying? But you see what happened? Because the regiment, so you can see why it makes sense to rehearse it, why he wants you to think about it, put it upon your doorpost. So this is the sense, in a sense, for you not to forget it. Like I said, I almost took it coming like muscle memory with shooting. Certain things like running, it become muscle memory. Like certain play, it become muscle memory. You know, hold on for a minute. I put a break. Hold on, stop. Let's do the play. You know what I'm supposed to do. You know, a certain grip. I already been trying. I know what I got to do in order to get away from it. So everything, this is the thing, because you're constantly going through the regiment. And that's why it will make sense that I want you to rehearse this when you lay down. When you get up, I want you to talk about it. I want to be as fronted upon your eyes. All of this is to try to keep from any deterrence or distraction. Because she clearly came and told what happened. I mean, he actually beguiled me. He bewitched me. So you know what I'm saying? So now what? Did I start to move into theory? Because he just told me I could be like you. That's not practical. But in theory, it might make sense. You got what I'm saying? It's not practical, but in theory, because you clearly said when you made me like you. So you gave me rules and rituals that you say, it's things I can't do. I can't kazab and I can't fail. So I have to give you things. So if you're going to be like me, there are things you can't do. So when we look at that, we're also mimicking a person when he came on scene. Just think about this. Let's look at 1 and 26, same book, B Ra Shyth. Since we're him. I appreciate Yahuah. Man, this thing be bad, but you got to have a manuscript. It'd be bad. Because I like the liberty, the freedom that when we read, we can look more at it to make sure we got a real clear understanding of what was actually taking place. Just think about it. Let's see something. Let's look at, what's that, Ra Shyth 126?
Yes, sir.
They call Genesis 126, same book. Listen.
Then Alahym said, let us make Adam in our image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the yam, and over the birds of the shamaym, and over the cattle, and over all the aratz, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the aratz. And Alahym created Adam in his own image. In the image of Alahym, he created him. Male and female, he created them.
That's what he did. So now, with that being said, how we looked at this, and we looked at this typically as Adam was Alahym. But in retrospect, kind of go back and look at things, it's kind of difficult to do that simply because I have not seen Alahym. That's the first thing. That's the first problem I got with that. I'd never seen Alahym. Even the writer said no man has seen him at any time. So the only thing I could see is what he discussed. So when Adam, we knew Adam, we had to know Adam in two forms, in operation. You know, so in rule by command, and in the light fitness or figure of. You know what I'm saying? So seeing Yahusha gave us to understand something. See, seeing him first let us saw what to look for secondly. The man that came to the scene, when we recognized as the Ben Alahym, because then we saw who actually showed us all of the identities, all of the attributes of Alahym. We never seen him. Not he told Moshe, he said, no man look at me and live. So we had to see a form, a shape. And so we saw a replica of, when Adam was there, he was a replica of Yahushua coming on the scene. That's just being honest. It's things that we never really considered and looked at. People put things to Adam, but we look at him working in more than one end. Alahym been Alahym of his word. We knew that. And then let's see what he told us. Yahuchanan 1:1, since we're down. They call it John. Yahuchanan, that tells us that Yahuah was gracious. Isn't that right? Well, let's see. Yahush. Oh, no, I'm putting Yahushua. I was just rolling up him. But he was gracious. I started writing Yahushua. That's how I knew he was gracious.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Ra Shyth was the Debar,
That's what he said. In the beginning was the word.
and the Debar was with the Alahym,
See that? And the bar was with the Alahym.
and the Debar was Alahym.
See that? It was with him and it was him. That's tight. And what happened?
He was Ra Shyth with the Alahym.
He was in the beginning with Alahym.
Yes, sir. Everything made to be through his hand, and without him,
So
not
now
even.
everything was made to be through his hand. Everything was made to be through his hand. And we look at the hand being his work. Yishmael, his work, which is his skill. What happened?
And without him, not even one made to be all that made to be.
That's what he said. So basically he made him his hand. That's how it worked, by him. That's something. I guess to understand when a man works now, we look at him using his hand. Typically now, we got people, they say, I use my mind and all this other thing. Other people, but at the beginning, how people pretty much knew things. A man work actually identified to show him. And he talked about when a man look at a building. He said you get more honor upon the building upon the one that built it. Isn't that right? When you look at the building, you'll credit back to who made it, who did it. Just like when they went to the wedding and they wanted wine and they brought wine, what they want to know? They want to know where the wine. They said, man, this wine's so effing good, I don't care who made it. No, they want to think about who they want to inquire who made the wine. And they told him what every man do at the first. See what happened? The wine made them inquire who made the wine. So when we look at it, it made us to inquire about Alahym. So it makes sense when we saw Alahym, when we saw Yahushua work, and we saw him through healing, through teaching, other things he did through limiting us. It makes sense that it all would refer back to him, because he typically as a hand, he worked as a hand for him. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you sometimes people do this. They say, man, that's my right hand man. Pretty much they handle a lot of things. But they do, you know what I'm saying? We having conversation. Yahushua was basically his right hand man. Man, we say that.
Yeah.
Ain't that right?
Yeah.
And you account the right-hand man as being them.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all see? And so it's a lot of things when I'm talking about this, because I think sometimes we think about things you can read and you don't really kind of really grasp that concept of what was he trying to get us to see or know. Because the religious look at Adam and say Adam was him, it's kind of look different for us, it kind of look difficult with not having seen him until Yahushua came and let us know that he that has seen me has seen Abba.
Right.
You know, these are things, let's just look at something. See that the 46th chapter, let's finish that right quick, sit with that right quick. I'll try to work, let's see there, listen.
In him was Ychiy,
In him was life.
and the Ychiy was the Ahura of the Bani of Anashim.
Y'all see that? He said, in him was life, right?
Yes, sir.
And in him was the light of,
And the Ychiy was the Ahura.
and his life was the light,
Ahura of the Bani of Anashim.
okay, of the sons of men.
Yes, sir.
Of Adam. In him was the light. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Well, let me see. Light. What do you think about when Alahym came on the alarm? It was what?
Dark.
Kashab. And he said, let it be.
Ahura.
That's right. And let's see what happened with that. Listen.
The Ahura shone in the Kashak.
Shone, which is the past tense of shine. It shone. It makes sense to tell you that. It says shine. As to do, he's letting you know what it did from the ancient time, from the beginning. It shone. And what happened?
And the Kashak did not overtake it.
And the kashak did not, I think in English it says comprehend it, which makes it an overtake. But here, overtake, it's trying to overtake. Okay. He used overtake in his translation. Different.
There was a Adam sent from the Alahym whose Shem was Yahuchanan.
Yeah.
He came as a testimony to testify about the
Well, you
Ahura.
think about this, though. You think about this, just kind of think about that. Who, in correlation, where would you go? Where your mind go? That didn't overtake. Hands. Anybody? How about Shamshun? Did you raise your hand after I said this? Oh, yeah. I was just asking, because you think about this. It was a constant battle of where's the strength lie and trying to overtake it and trying to reduce. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to reduce them. Sometimes mathematics, they'll do that. They'll have a product that's set where you try to reduce. And that's what they kept trying to do. They were trying to reduce him. And then reduce him, you can overtake him. Remember, when they found out where his strength lied, it wasn't so they said, okay, well, you good. At least I know where it come from. It was so they came immediately and they overtook him. They overtook him. And that's the thing that even Yahusha tells you about the same a man overtaken. That's who he overcame by. That's who he overcome by. So these are the things that we're trying to comprehend. You know, he let us know when it came, it couldn't overtake him. You know, it told us, let's hold what you got. Let's see how that work right quick. See if that's, because we're talking about the darkness, right? Overtaking the Ahura. He was the Ahura. It's tight. See if that, let's see if we can work with Acts of the Shalakim, chapter 2. Pick me up about verse 17. Let's see how we work this out. How about that? Acts of the Shalakim. Listen.
It shall be in the last Yamim,
What
says
happened?
Alahym, that I shall pour forth of my Ruach on all Basar.
So there's something pour forth on all basar.
Your Bani and your Banuth shall Naba, and your young Anashim shall see Kazun, and your old Anashim shall Kalamuth.
Dreams. And
Even on my Abadim and on my handmaidens I shall pour out in those Yamim of my Ruach, and they shall Naba.
know what they're going to do. Listen. I'll tell what's coming forth. Listen.
I shall give wonders in the Shamaym above, and aratz in the aratz beneath.
Hand sign, I'm giving up in the top and the bottom. Where we get that from? Hand? No, what you got? B Ra Shyth told us that. So the people who are going to understand, people going to have knowledge, who going to have facts and information about what's practical. Because it only makes sense. I put them there. So I put them there for a reason. Because I'm going to use them. Listen.
Dom and Ish and vapor of smoke.
Dung and blood and vapors of smoke. You look at that, I sent y'all news stuff sometimes. They were just showing Washington D.C. showing all that smoke. They keep showing, okay, he kept telling you, all you seeing that blood, massacres of people. Just showed me on the train, or New York shot, they dead. He told you gonna see it. All these were signs.
Yeah.
He's gonna put them up here and down now. Listen.
The Shamash shall be turned into Kashak,
See that? The Shamash gonna be turned into darkness.
and the Yarik into Dom
And the
before,
Yarik, the blood into Dom.
before the coming of the great and splendid of Yahuah.
And before the great and splendid of Yahuah.
Yes, sir.
Now, so you have to look at that. People will look up there and they'll look at them and say, he told you the sun going to be turned to darkness and the yard going to be turned to blood. But be mindful when you watch a lot of these things, too, because you'll look at those odds, too. And don't forget what Jacob told you. He told you that he was the son. And he told you that his wife was the Yari, too.
Right.
So tell him, you don't forget it. You got to see both of y'all. You got to see. Well, I told you I'm going to put signs at.
And Shamaym
And
and Rod.
pay attention down here, too. That's why they're going to get messed up. They're going to just keep looking up down.
Right.
Remember when he told him, let's see, what's that, 37? Say that 37 one of the book of Bi Ra Shyth. Let's see right quick. Jump down about 8. Bi Ra Shyth. See, I'm telling you, you'll miss it. Y'all don't pay attention. Y'all follow, pay attention. Because see, that's what he got, all these cloud readers, these sky gazers, they're going to get up here and get messed up now. Because you ain't going to pay attention. He just told you what he was going to do. Let's see, 37:8, I said. That's what I want. Listen.
Then his Akim said to him, are you actually going to reign over us?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you really going to sar over us? So they continued to hate him even more for his kalamu and for his dabarim. Now he had still another kalam and related it to his Akim and said, lo, I have had still another kalam, and behold, the Shamash and the Yarik.
Oh,
and,
the Shamash, the sun,
and the Yarik.
the Yarik, the moon, they call it.
And 11 Kukabim
And the
were
Kukabim.
bowing down to me.
Come on.
He related it to his Abba and to his
He related
Akim.
to who now?
His Abba.
I wonder where his father was. Probably up in the cloud. Probably on cloud 9.
On the rocks.
He was on cloud 9. He related this to his father.
That's right.
What else?
And to his Akim.
And to his Akim.
And his Abba rebuked him and
Why?
said to him,
Reprimanded him sharply. Why?
what is this kalam that you have had?
This dream you had.
Shall I and your aim and your
Shall
Akim
me and your mother and who?
and your Akim
And your brother?
actually come to bow ourselves down before you to the Adumah?
How they come up with that? He talking about the sun, the moon, and the stars. How you related? Because I guess because y'all down here and they up there.
Mm-hmm.
And he told you where I put the odds at.
Right.
Wow, it's amazing. That's amazing. In the book of Zechariah, he told Yahushua, the Rosh Kohan, he said, you and the men,
It should be Ots.
he said, y'all odds to be wondered at.
That's right.
He said, y'all for signs. So people can see y'all. That's why you got to pay attention. I'm trying to tell you. He told me you see all these things happen. What were you looking at before? He was looking at the odds here.
That's right.
He said, when you see all these things, look up. Because your redemption draw now.
That's right.
See? So just kind of, when you hear him say certain things, just make sure we kind of be, conscious on every end. Okay? Don't get lost on one end. Pay attention to everything around you. Go ahead, let's back over to Acts of the Shalat King. Chapter 2, we should about verse 19 or 18? Acts 2.
I think it's 21.
You at 12.
21.
Can't be. 21?
Yes, sir.
All right, 21. Come on.
It shall
You
be
hot,
that
Mike? Think y'all too many clothes? Why not? Shirt too tight. Let me ask a question. Just can I ask a stupid question? Y'all mind if I ask a stupid question? It's gonna be real stupid now. All right, it's gonna be stupid. All right, y'all ready for that? Was it tight when you put it on? You were rushing. I told you it's gonna be stupid. All right, go ahead.
it shall be that everyone who kara on the shem of Yahuah shall be
Everyone,
saved.
see that? Everyone that shall call upon the Shem of Yahuah shall be
Saved.
See that? Listen.
Anashim of Yasharal,
Men of Yasharal,
Shama to these Dabarim,
hear intelligently to these words.
Yahuah the Nazari, a Ish that is attested to you by the Alahym with Barak and with wonders and aratz,
See that?
with the Alahym performed through his hand.
Y'all see that? A man approved of you. Listen how it was done. Signs and wonders. See that? He was approved of you. That's right. See, the man had been approved by signs and wonders. Y'all know that? Everything was so important about that man. Signs and wonders. We talking about y'all learned he was the Aran. Remember Dawood tried to take it up?
That's right.
And he wanted to know how was it going to get to the city. He told us, under you were born this day in the city, in the earth of Dawood.
That's right.
So it was a Yasha. Yahusha HaMashiach. Ain't that right? They were trying to get Yahuah did that, so just show you, he don't need your help. He don't need nothing from us.
That's right.
All he needs is our compliance.
That's right.
I'm just telling you, he got compliant. Everything else he do. Okay, let's see what happens.
Which the Alahym performed through his yad in your midst.
See that? He did it. He performed it by his hands. That's how he worked. That's his skill. It's art. Malaka. It's an art. It's a skill. Listen.
Just as you yourselves also know.
Just yourself. You also know. Yada. Listen.
This one delivered over by the paw of the predetermined counsel of the Alahym and his foreknowledge, you have taken through the hands.
Look what he did. He said this one did what now?
Delivered over.
He delivered over to you.
By the paw of
By
the
the mouth.
predetermined counsel.
See that? The predetermined counsel. He already done it. It's kind of like Shamshon. When he gave over, he kept telling her what to do. He didn't already know what was going to happen. That's right. He already knew what was going to happen. Listen what happened.
Of the predetermined counsel of the Alahym and his foreknowledge. For you have taken through the hands of lawless Anashim, denounced and put to moot.
Come on.
Alahym coom him up from the moot, having loosed the pains
I
of
wonder where he
moot.
had him or what he would actually with a Zarach. Based off of the Shem, based off of the attributes. Based off the attribute what Kum actually fit him. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at why he play a part at. Because remember the twin brother, he was the breach. Adam was a breach. See, everything plays off. Everything plays. Not, you could say certain things, but then you start to look at how certain things you say keeps the relationship. Certain thing keeps the relationship. As far as his brother, his name was Breach. He was actually a breach. He was a break. Okay, I'm trying to help you. He was a breach. That's what he was. He was a breach. So that's what you look at, where he was a breach. And then this man right here, he combed up after. Well, he was Zarach. His name was Zarach. That's when he rise. He came up. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. Okay, I'm just looking. It's just important. Let's go back and look at that right quick. 38th chapter right quick. 38th chapter, book of B Ra Shyth. And I'm open to now. I just want y'all to consider. Sometimes when we read, you want to make sure we keep relationships because it's important. You can say, I know we get comfortable with just Kum, but certain things won't be fitting in certain fashions when you deal with him. Because remember, his brother came out, he actually showed his hand. And we know that because according to Yahuchanan 1:1, what exactly did he do? He used his hand. But then he drew it back. Remember, then Adam came. And he told him, and he put him over it. He put him over the works of his hand. So pay attention to relationship. He showed his hand. That's why he said, without him was not anything made. Did we see Yahushua in the garden? No. All we saw was his hand.
Right.
Then we saw Adam.
Right.
This was a breach.
Right.
I'm just want y'all to say, this was a breach. based off of Yahuchanan 1:1. So if we go to Kum, we kind of take away from something in a sense. Y'all kind of follow me?
Yes, sir.
Based off, y'all tell what, you know what I'm saying? Based off relationship. Because Yahuchanan was clear on the hand, but we never seen him. That was the only thing the midwife saw was the hand. That's all she saw. After that, his brother came out, which was the breach. Adam was a breach. That's his brother. Because when we go back through the Turah, it clearly tells you that he was the Ben Alahym. So our question was, how did you come out before him? He would clearly tell you because it was a breach. Yahuchanan, he was before me.
Right.
He was before me. Yahuchanan talk. He was before me. And you ain't gonna believe it. I'm gonna tell you, and I knew him not.
Right. Right.
And he knew it not. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out now. And I'm opening it. Let me tell you something. When it comes out, this is what we're doing. This ain't my thing. This ain't preach away. I want to really understand it in its totality of what is he. Because if you look, like, think about, we read about it, we read it, and you looked and you prayed, you kind of went, but it was a message. And the message shows, now the timeline, it shows a distinction of things that we missed. There's a lot of things we miss until you go back, you start looking at that, you say, I did not pay attention to this like this. Because you just read it, you know, he made the water right. It's something happening here. There are some things happening here. Y'all got what I'm saying? And it's important for us to pay attention. Just like when he told us that Yahusha will board us. You know, he bore us, carry. So there are things a woman typically has to do when she has a child. Women. Like water got to break. And there's going to be blood. Y'all didn't pay attention to that when he was on the tube. Because he was giving birth. Okay. Okay. Now the part that gets you is the begot part. Because then you try to get what typically that means he had to have sex with a male. He was thrust through. He was thrust through. And don't forget too, he also told you he was an aratz. So his seed was in itself. Because he know there are people gonna fight him on that. You're gonna say that's not a penis. So what I told you I was an aratz, didn't it? And what I tell you in Bar Sheet the seed was.
In itself.
He told you Yahusha was his only begotten son. He tried to tell you the seed was in itself. Hello? So when you start to try to deal with Yahuah, there's a couple of things you have to be mindful of. You're dealing with somebody that's of a much more higher intelligence than us. Everything has to kind of be, like you had to reduce it down. Everything's reduced down so we can understand. And the only way for him to really explain himself in the most simplest form for us is putting things that work around us. And explain to me how that works. And when you start explaining, you see it, you say, so you have an idea. You have an idea. Even with the versatility of the olive, he could have used the elephant. Because there are people argue, they'll say it's not actually olive, it's elephant. It's elephant. They'll say it could be an elephant because he has the horns too. Okay, it'll be people tell you the L is for elephant because the elephant is strong. He's not versatile. I can't eat an elephant. The olive, the bakar make more sense because I can eat him. And I watch he lead. The elephant can too. The problem with the elephant, you watch most of them are led by a matriarch, which is a female. See, these people try to teach stuff, they don't know what they're doing. I know they don't know what they're doing. So it's going to make sense when you deal with the olive. Isn't that right? It's going to make sense when you deal because of all of the versatility. Nobody works, the elephant don't feed. He don't feed nobody. Y'all got me. He can feed you. He can put you, I don't know, they lead the green pastures. Y'all hear me? They'll lead the greener pasture. That's why they keep moving. He's got to move the greener pasture. He said he's not. That's what he told you. He said he's my Ra. He'll lead me because he's going to lead them to green pastures. He can defend. He can protect. He can lead and he can teach. Y'all got the elephant has things by memory that he does as well, but you can't take that same. We're not going to take elephant skin and dwell in it. I can dwell in him. I can dwell. Man, you put a town. Man, the quote unquote the people they call the Indian. That's probably I'm sure that's not the technical name for them. That's what people call them. But look at they can dwell in them things forever. Those people stayed in tents. Look at it. Been in the Rockabites. They told you clearly they didn't stay in houses. We staying in tents. You know what they learned? I would dwell in the beth of Yahuah forever, alone. That's what they learned. Remember, he told them. He said, set wine before them. They said, we don't drink wine. They said, there's our father. He told us we don't. He told us not to. If they didn't build a house, that means they lived in tents.
Yeah.
Or they dwelt in caves.
Right.
That was a couple they could have done it. And I thought what he meant. He said, and I would dwell in the beth of Yahuah alone. So there are things that you understood. These, again, guess what these men were? They were for signs. They were for signs. He tried to show them these guys were obeying their fathers.
Right.
They're obeying. He tried to get you. I'm a father. Why are you not obeying me? That was the only way to get them to understand that. He said, go and set wine before me. He set it before him and drank. It was like, why won't you drink? They said, our father, he taught us. So Yahuah had a better, see, this is the problem. We don't have a better understanding of things. You might know some things, but you don't know it. When we know it, it's still lacking to where you're going to mess up somewhere. When they knew it, the purpose of teaching to them in its full entirety was that there would be no defects, no defaults. Y'all got what I'm saying? And with us, it's a lot of defects and defaults. Y'all got it? So we want to try to make sure we're understand. Like I'm going over this. So, because I want you to understand, that's based on him saying coom. We say coom a lot. I just want to kind of put things in its place. I'll take it if I'm wrong. I'll take it if you say, when I'm preaching, I say, oh, listen, it can't hurt me. This is why I want all us to be able to play. If somebody tell you something and it's the word and you had it wrong, that's still Yahuah. That ain't, this is how we take it. If somebody tell me something I'm wrong, man, I ain't gonna be saved. If you want to be saved, leave you wrong. That's, the book is for what? Correction. For instructions in doing what? So it can't, this is how we get, because even me, our personal self. But this is where you have to, this is why you see what the whole thing he tried to teach them for humility.
That's right.
Humility before anything.
That's right.
Because it don't make sense. It don't make sense to give you this and then say get humility. You won't have it. You'll reject it. You know he said not to do.
Puff it up.
Yeah, right. Who you talking to? He said, see? He said, but you know what? You pay attention. He said, a harbor edify.
That's right.
That's what he took. You know what? You know how we saw that? You know how we learned what Yahusha was? Who do we learn he was? What part of the emotion of the Yahushua? How do we recognize a man? Okay, didn't take that long. I just talked about love. So guess what he wound up doing? He wound up being subject to. That's why he was subject. He tried to show you what it was. He tried to show you had to have humility. That's why he beat a lot of people. You know why I know that? It was something significant he taught you about with Mushan. What was the purpose of that? He wanted you to know he was the meekest man. He's not just his house. He told you the whole along. Of the right, he said he was the meekest one. And then Yahusha tried to tell you, he said, had you believed Mushan? He said he was talking about me. He was the meek. See, all that stuff, and let me tell you what I learned. This for me. And I man, terrible. I was just terrible. Just jump up and lose and go crazy. But the word made me humble it down. I don't want to jump and go crazy and come no word though. I want to keep myself, and I do. I honestly, y'all, that's honest, genuine, y'all. That's my law. Because this way right here, man, it don't take much to get off and be wrong. It don't, and then you get so far where nobody can't pull you back, and then your pride get mixed in. You say, man, I came forward a little bad. I just can't go out like that. I just gotta go, man. Listen, a lot of people pride. I lost a lot of people because they pride. They were in St. Night. We said, man, they good people. They pride one. I had one time. It's like a nice guy. He did about 28 years in prison. He told me. I saw him when they told me. He said, listen. I seen when he was at work one night. I left one Wednesday. That's some years. He said, what you preaching? He said, it's good. He said, it's good for my wife, you know. And she like it. She be down. He said, he said, I can't do it. I'm just tell you. He said, I've been locked up for 28 years, man. Listen to a man tell me what to do. He's not being with you. He said, I just ain't ready for no man tell me what to do no more. He said, I just ain't interested in doing it. He said, what you saying, everything good? He said, I just can't do it. Did I tell you why I seen him at? Work. He was at work. That in that story. Why you laughing about that, Justin? Can't get out. See, and get what Yahuah is showing. You really not that smart. Only Yahuah can show you that. And when Yahuah, listen, you ain't gonna believe. Did I say he was off from work? He was at work. He was collecting buggies. And he told me that. All I looked at, I said, it's interesting. But you know what Yahuah let me know? How you understand things, Smell? As a man. And what he told you, Yahuah show you, son, you ain't gonna never get everybody had to be, even Yahuah had to be subject.
That's right.
They told that man, listen, listen, he the second high ruler in Shamaym. And when the Rosh Hashanah told him, said, man, I asked you something, said, you don't tell nothing but the truth. You're mine. And he had to answer it. When his parents, when he lost it, he was coming from the Marsh Country, they lost him. You know the book, when they came and got it, you know what they said about him? So it was still had to be subject to him. Can you imagine that? And you know, there was a man when the wind and that was subject to him. But the book said he was still subject to them. So you can put yourself out here, you want to make a fool out of yourself, you're gonna have to follow somebody. Because every one of us, even me, he had to reduce me down sometimes. You can't, that's too much for a man. Everything is too much. I'm a man. It's too much. That's why he told the Shah Atari. He said, man, you was in the gun. He said, man, you what? Think about this. Somebody said, think about it, you know that. Do you know more than Daniel? He said, and you was in the gun. He said, you know how to traffic, not drugs either, trade. He said, you got all your stuff through trafficking. He said, but you're a man and you're not Alahym. Now, if he told him that, what you think finna happen? I gotta reduce. They do it in mathematics, I gotta reduce it. Sometimes you have a number, reduce it. He should have known what was coming. If he tell you that, I gotta reduce you.
Yep.
That's what Yahusha, I had to reduce you, because he said, because you're a man.
Not Alahym.
And you're not Alahym. You can't leave a man to that. Every man had to get them tell you something. The bigger thing, and this is what men would look at, oh man, get my man pride. Your man pride would have killed you. I know a lot of people I can help them. It's a lot of people I can help. Well, a lot of people I can help, but I ain't talking about him. It's a lot of people I can help. They're not gonna listen. They're not gonna listen. I could try to tell them. See, but I'm smart. I know what I can give a person. 'Cause I know what people at. I read people a lot. I read people quick. Real quick at people I know. I know what people at. They'll put themselves that they really somewhere else. They crazy. They're really not crazy. I know what your issue is. But I know what it takes to make it smarter. 'Cause I can tell you in the wrong place and I'll wind up losing, push you further than I can by gaining you and getting you to see. That's a different way you can go. You can live a long time and you can still be a fool. Sometimes time, they say time will teach you, time heal all wounds. Sometimes time open wounds up even further. Yeah, because you never sold it up. You got to fix it. So I say that to everybody, with me. So y'all take this with me. I do this from a really honest point and from an honest place of, I really want to look at this and understand it for what he's saying and not just take it as, oh yeah, that means just a word. No, I need to understand what he's saying. I need to understand because he's saying in a way to where there's something I need to know. And if I take it, well, you just read it, it's just saying that, no, I need you to key in on something. It's going to be critical for you. I need you to pay, it's critical and it's not for everybody. He allows us this time to just sit down and look at this. Most people just read and keep going. Cool ain't a big word. I mean, got up, whatever. But it's something significant that he needs you to pay attention to. So I'm going to finish this right quick. What was that, 38th chapter, book of Bi Ra Shyth? 38, what we need to go on about, verse 28?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a good spot. Now I caught that. He sure will too. I ain't gonna lie. But this thing here, rusty. Ain't that right? My comprehension good though. That memory for that, rusty. Listen, 38, 28. Listen.
Moreover, it took place while she was giving birth. One put out a hand, and the midwife took and tied a scarlet thread on his hand, saying, "This one came out first."
Y'all see what she said? Y'all see what she did? So, you remember, so you saw she looked in her eyes and said, whoa, them cat eyes.
Didn't see him.
What did she see?
His hand.
You ain't gonna believe it. That's what Yahuah trying to show. That's all we saw when he made the law.
That's right.
That's all you could see was my hand.
That's right.
So the marking, she put what we would call a tooth, a mark, something that would denote something. How people say X marked the spot. People would do that years ago. They'll put X marked the spot. They'll put an X on a piece of paper, sign right here. So now I have it. When are you ever seen them draw a line? Or there's sometimes they go down there, they'll say go, or they'll say sign everywhere where it's highlighted. Or sign what they'll say, because years ago people used to sign the X, but all the X's look alike. There's still some old people today legally, X is their signature. Oh, they be older people. And yeah, that's their legal signature. And it be people trying to make them, they said, that's my signature. They said, no, that's an X. They said, that's my signature. And they've been proven, they can go back through all their paperwork, that's actually their signature. You ain't gonna believe it. They ain't gonna believe it. That was his signature, the two. That was his signature. So when we saw Yahusha up there, he said, that's my signature. That was it for. It was a mark. That was his mark. Okay. Hello? All right, listen.
But it came about as he drew back his hand,
As he drew back his hand.
that behold, his ark came out.
See that? See that? His ark came out. What happened?
Then she said, what a breach you have made for yourself.
See that what he did? You ain't gonna believe it. Adam made a breach. That's what he did. It was a breach. Let me tell you something. If we had a door, they got some place. You used to work at the airport, didn't it? They have some doors, Boston. And there'll be, y'all work out there. And there'll be no unauthorized person. If you open that door, it's a siren noise start going on. That let them know it's a breach. That let you know somebody can't, they shouldn't have done that. And that's what she was trying to tell him. That was why that was a breach. It was a break. Listen. Hold on, stop. Let's see what a breach is. How about that? Let's not speculate. Infraction or a violation of a law, obligation, tie, or standard, a breach of. Y'all see that? Hello? An infraction or a violation. That's what they call it when you get a ticket. They'll tell you it's an infraction. Y'all got it? Or just take the end out there. That sometimes people might have a break. It's not quite a break. They'll tell you fractured it. So it's kind of it's like a break. A fraction and a break is almost similar. So they kind of tell you about that fraction. Just kind of got it. That's what they tell you did to the law. That's what we did. He saw we infracted the law. Hello? Yes, sir. But I guess what actually we had a break. we had a clean break. Y'all heard? So it's a violation of the Turah. That's what she said. Because remember, the one that come out first is the inheritor.
Right.
So since he came out, that was a violation. So you ain't gonna believe what happened with that, Boston. You know what happened? We had to clean it back up. Because you know what happened if you have two sons? And if it be one from the beloved and one from the hated, and the first one come from the one that hated, it don't distract or take away from the firstborn. He said the right of the firstborn is his.
That's right.
But see, what happened here was a problem. And this is where you'll learn to pay attention how he did this, because it's gonna be an issue now, okay? The midwife was actually, as I'm reading, I'm helping y'all out. We just gonna, what happened here, she picked up something. This was an infraction. This was a violation of the Turah, okay? Because he came out first, which put him to be the inheritor. Now, we can do something about this. What we can do, I'll call it, I will disinherit you. Now you can see what happened in the gun. Oh, amazing. How's I gonna get about it? How's I gonna get past that? Oh, I know this kind of hard for you, isn't it? I know. Let's pick up the 20th chapter, book of Bi Ra Shyth. Bi Ra Shyth, chapter 20. Make it 21. 21 and 8. Bi Ra Shyth. Why we in this Bi Ra Shyth today? Listen.
The Yali grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great muhad on the yum that Yachazaq'al was weaned.
Y'all hear what happened? The child grew. And he made a great muhad in the yum when he was born. When he was weaned, I'm sorry. Listen.
Now Sarah saw the ben of Hagar, the Mishraite, whom she had borne to Abraham mocking.
See what it says? She saw him marking. Y'all saying marking is imitating, mimicking. Listen.
Therefore she said to Abraham,
What did she say?
drive out this maid and her ben.
Drive out.
This maid and her ben.
Tell me why, son.
For the ben of this maid shall not be in heir with my ben with Yachazaq'al.
Listen.
And the thing was very rosha in the of Abraham on account of his
It don't
ben.
seem right. It don't seem right. What happened?
But Alahym said to Abraham,
What did he say?
let it not be rosha in the because of the lad and because of your maid.
Not because of the lad or the maid. What happened?
Whatever Sarah tells you, shama to her call.
You hear that? Whatever she tell you to do, listen to what she told you intelligently. And what happened?
For through Yachazaq'al your Tuladad shall be Shem.
See that? Let's pick me up at 3 and 21. Barber sheet. Barber sheet 3 and 21. Well, I got more folks in the hall I got in him. I thought we cleared that up about the dome. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about y'all. Listen. No, I know they got baby. They got them out there. Go ahead.
Yahuah Alahym made garments of skin for Adam and his Ychiy and clothed them. Then Yahuah Alahym said, behold, the Ychiy has become like one of us,
That's what he did.
knowing Tub and Rosha, and now lest he might stretch out his hand and take also from the ass of Ychiy and eat, and Ychiy along.
Live forever.
And therefore Yahuah Alahym sent him out of the gun of Adon, to cultivate the Adumah from there which he was taken. So he drove Adam out.
What you said? What kind of car that was?
So he drove Adam out, and at the Kadim of the gun of Adon he stationed the cherubim and the flaming sword whirling around to guard the Zarach to the ass of Ychiy.
That's what he did. So how many of y'all don't know what happened? Hand. Don't know. Oh, that's amazing. Let's say it again. 21. 21 and 8. Listen.
21 and 8?
21 and 8, Barber sheet.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
The Yalit grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great muhad on the yum that Yachazaq'al was weaned. Now Sarah saw the being of Hagar, the Mizrite, whom she had borne to Abraham, mocking.
So mocking is imitating. Don't you know he saw that Adam would imitate Yahusha? That's how you had to learn the story. Pay attention. Crushed it, dusted. Listen.
Therefore she said to Abraham,
What did she say?
drive out this maid and her
What
being.
kind of car that was again?
Drive out this
I wonder
maid.
where she got that from. That was so you would know what happened to Adam. Because I saw him mimicking. I saw him imitating. Listen why.
Drive out this maid and her being, for the being of this maid shall not be an heir with my being with Yahusha.
Had he stayed down, that would have made him an heir with Yahushua. So he had to drive him out. So he couldn't get the inheritance with him. I don't know if folks thinking. Yachazaq'al came out before Yishmael?
No.
After. So did Yahushua. That's why he had to drive him out. He couldn't be an heir because he already saw he was mimicking. Notice he drove out him and his mama. He drove out Adam and his wife.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't forget, the man and woman heirs together.
Yeah.
That's why I had to get them out. That's why I tell you, you got to pay attention to when you read it. See, we done read it how many times?
Gazillion.
How many times? We thought about it like this?
No.
That just show you. Because you know what you taught to do? Just read it. What it say? That's what it means. You couldn't possibly know what you're doing. She just came along, but see, he told you through another story. When you read the first line, you thought it was just by him falling. It was purpose. I had to divide the two. Come on back to the 38th chapter. We want the 38th chapter of the book of Bi Ra Shyth. I try to tell you, it's more to what people thinking. But why would you look? You're not supposed to. You just heard a story about one boy being older than the other boy, and the elder got drove out. Go figure. Listen. 38, 29.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
But it came about as he drew back his hand, that behold, his ox came out.
That's what he did.
Then
Yahushua could have came out, but he put his hand back. Listen.
Then she said, what a breach you have made for yourself.
See that? That what she let Adam. That we learned about Adam. You know what? You just made a breach for yourself. You just made a violation. Huh? You know what you let him know? A foul at Yahushua is a foul at me. Yeah, you let him know. See this pretty good looking guy here? This Yahushua. Listen.
So he was Kara his Shem Paratz.
Why? Go ahead.
Afterward, his ox came out who had the scarlet thread on his hand,
See that?
and he was Korah the Shem Zarach.
Says, oh, he was called Coon.
Zarach.
See that? See that? Now you tell me, which one gonna be more fitting?
Zarach.
Zarach gonna be more fitting, based off of the situation. And I'm only doing this based off of people say, well, it say Coon. Now, this is what I told y'all. When these people write it, y'all gotta remember something. These people are going back and they're trying to recreate a story, but you have to understand the discipline. You have to understand the relationship. Coon will be fine because you're saying rise, but we want to use a word that puts us more into what's practical based upon the situation. Y'all got it? Hold, we got 22:28 right quick. 22:26. Yachazaq'al. And that would be Yahuah strengthens. Yachazaq'al. Yachazaq'al, I'm sorry. Yachazaq'al. I'm trying to. Alahym strengthen. Yahuah strengthen. Alahym. Yahuah strengthen. Yachazaq'al. Why I say Yachazaq'al? That's he laughed. 22:26. Yeah, I hope y'all don't make no mistake. I'll make you get up here and sing it. Make you make up some, I made a mistake. Mistake. Way more than preacher. Listen, Yachazaq'al 22:26. Listen.
Her Kohanim have violated my Turah,
Y'all hear what he said? Her Kohanim have violated my Turah.
and have profaned my Kodash things.
And
They
have
have-
profaned my Kudash thing.
They have not divided between the Kodash and the profane,
See that? You ain't gonna believe it. Listen,
and they have not taught between the unclean and the clean,
they hadn't done that. Listen.
and they hide their from my Shabbats,
See that? And they hid their own from my Shabbat.
and I am profaned among them.
Y'all see that? Grotesque. Listen.
Her Sarim within her are like wolves tearing the prey.
Y'all see that? He said like wolves. And we tell what the wolves do. They'll devour before the morning.
That's right.
Ain't that right? He said they like wolves. Ain't that right? They devour the prey. Listen.
To shed dam and to destroy Kai in order to gain the unjust gain.
See that? He said that's what they do. They destroy Kai just so they can gain the unjust gain. Listen.
Her Nabaim have daubed themselves with slime,
See that?
seeing empty kazun and divining kazab for them,
I think on
saying,
the other one talk like untempered mortar. Ain't that right? They'll tell the untempered mortar. It's not mixed properly where it can stand in the hole. They will understand that. That's why when Nakum went to put the wall back, they told him, well, if you put it back, a fox run, it'll tear it down, because they knew about structure, how things structurally had to be sound. These people were builders. Everybody knew what they had to take to put a wall. Wall was for defense. If y'all look, you will watch like, I don't know if y'all ever watched years ago, they would show you like the old English medieval time. They'll be in the castle, they'll fight up from the rampart from the top. They look at the defense. They'll look at when the wall, they'll pull up the bridge. Pull up the bridge so they can't get in. And they use the whole castle as a defense. They built it as a defense as well as beauty. From the top of it, they could shoot, they could see. And out of the windows. So they looked at, they built it not only for beauty, they built it for a defense. You ain't gonna believe it. That's what he did when he gave Yahusha. He built it for a defense too. He wasn't just for beauty. Okay. Listen.
saying, Thus says my Adon Yahuah, when Yahuah has not spoken.
See that? He said, I didn't say nothing. What happened?
The arm of the land have used oppression and practiced robbery, and they have wronged the poor and needy, and have oppressed the sojourner without sadat.
See that? The stranger. They done oppressed him. Listen.
I sought among them in Ish
I sought for among them an Ish.
to wall up the wall,
See that? To wall up the wall.
and to stand in the gap before me for the land.
So that
I would not destroy it, but I found not.
guess what whole time he was trying to show off? You got a breach. He kept trying to let another Phares was down the whole time. If I kept saying he had a breach, and guess what they also told us? You just told you violated the Turah. Only way you can have a breach is you violate it. That's a violation. So he kept telling what he was looking for. He was trying to get a man get away the violation. See, talking about what we kept saying, stand the gap, stand the gap. I'm trying to tell you you had violated.
Why? Yeah.
See, it's all about how you look. You think so? How many? We all knew that, didn't it? Looking for a man, stand the gap. Gotta be in the gap. Gotta get something. Son, I was trying to tell you it was a breach.
Right.
This is what she told him. This is a violation against the Turah. And what he kept telling you about the Kohanim, that they had violated.
Violated the Turah.
See why it makes it? It made sense when they heard that there was a breach. What you think they knew? He's telling us that we violated the Turah. So we need a man. We needed somebody to come. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So these are the things we try to look at. We started telling them about sacrifice and offering for sin, which are offered by the Turah. He didn't have no pleasure.
Right.
Then said I,
Lo,
I come.
in the volume of the book,
It is written to me.
to do the will.
Therefore, he took it away. Stop.
Establish the second.
Stop. What you gonna correlate that with? Hands
Adam.
quick. Y'all gotta think. He just told you, Adam. See how it made sense? Y'all read it, but now it makes sense.
That's right.
What he told you had to do though.
Take away the first.
That's how to get rid of Adam. That's the only way I could do it. Because that was your breach, your violation.
Right.
Well, now you can see why he told you through Adam all did what?
Fail.
Sin.
Sin.
Violated the Turah. So what I gotta do?
Establish the second.
I gotta take away the first so I can establish the second.
All right.
Okay, let's go with the marriage. How can you get another wife?
Divorce. Death.
First one gotta be moved. Now you can see why he told you you also have become dead so that you can marry another one. You see what happened? I had to take away the violation because you had a breach. Now y'all see how, does that help you understand it better?
Yes, sir.
So people just go, he take away the first, establish the second, by which will you send? You don't know what you're talking about. You don't really understand it unless you understand what happened in the gun. You understand Phares and Zarach. You understand? You got to understand Yachazaq'al and you got to understand Yishmael.
Right.
That's the only way it's going to make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And with Yishmael, if you look at it, he didn't even have her by his wife. If I go have a baby outside my wife, what that going to be?
Dope.
Tension. That man said tension. Now I release that tension. Come on, man, get on. That's a violation. Yeah, there ain't no tension. I release that tension. That man said, tension? Yeah. Neck muscle. Let them neck muscle go to tension. No. But you see what I'm saying? If you actually look, that's outside the Turah. Right? So now it makes sense. Now you took away the violation. So a lot of these things start, this is what you have to remember, y'all. It's got to make sense. This is why y'all transformation doesn't happen to y'all for salvation. Why you don't receive it and why it's hard for you to receive it. Because you don't understand how he works. That was the whole purpose of trying to show you how he malakah. I need to show you my art, my skill, how I work. Because I know what I'm doing. I ain't talking about me. You got to, because think about it. How you say, because God gave his only son. What is son? He came and he died for my sins. And I was baptized in his name, and then I'm saved and waiting on the Holy Ghost. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? Because you see why I told you why you need to know how the Turah works? Because you don't know. So how could you possibly be saved? Well, I don't know about all that. I just know I'm saved. No, you don't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't mean, why would he say they all need to be taught of me? So you understand that he purposely set a breach up. So that's why you need it. So do I need Kum or do I need what's his name? Zarach. Because Zarach took away the breach. He filled in the breach. Y'all got it? That's what he was looking for. I was looking for Kum. Y'all got what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do when he comes. Y'all got it? So we started looking at how things are going to work and operate, or not necessarily. Then we got to look at things differently. Let's look at something right quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. How about that? 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Y'all want me to just start bringing some notes? Do this. Let's do. I mean, cause we can be through with this. We could have been done. Cause once you get on that thing, said DN. That's how when I write it was mine. I put DN down now. That's it. So I said some style record. I said everything be playing. I said that's it right there. Yeah, I got some stuff. It be short. I said yeah, that's it. I said don't worry about it. Cut it off. I said that's done that. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 15. See if I saw 15. 15:11. I'll make it work. Let's see how that work. Listen.
Here too I am, also they, so we
Well, that
preach.
thing that's so bad. Here today I am. Go ahead.
So we preach, and so you amon.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Mashiach is preached that he has been Zarach, a coom from the moot.
What does this say? Did it say Zarach or it say
It
coom?
says coom.
It said coom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he done coom from the moot?
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Well, you think about it. That's what a seed does. Zero. Isn't it zero for the seed? Think about it. That's what a seed do. A seed actually comes up from the dead. Did y'all know that? That's what it does. It actually comes from the dead. That's how it does it. So Zerah the seed with Zarach, a coon.
Coom.
That's amazing that it a coon. It's tight.
Zarah.
No, I'm just listening. Let's go with what it says. I mean, let me say this. I don't want to fight words. I don't want to fight these terminologies. I just want to just consider. But the word for seed is Zerah. I think it's Z-E-R-A. You know me, I'm going to do it Z-A-R-A-H. Z-E-R-A-H. Z-E-R-A-H. Zerah. I say Zara, Z-A. Because they possibly took the olive and they saying that it makes, they probably saying it makes, they probably did Seagull, which is the 3 dots, and saying that the E is a shorter E, 0. So they probably saying this, I'm sure they probably saying this, if they took it, you'll see the 3 dots probably under the olive. They might have done that. And saying that olive makes a E sound. You know what I'm saying? Zero, but I just stay with the olive. Because, I mean, I don't want to fight that either. That's why I say both ways. Just we don't want to fight. Because this is what I'd rather we do, honestly, for me, and we can be clear. I'd rather we focus on learning what it means, then as we grow, as he see that these people are willing to learn and grow, then let's get corrected on enunciation. Because they would know only because they were constantly trained. Like the word wasn't open for every man that just get it and pick it up and read it. Even when Yahushua, that's why they delivered him. They only delivered to him for one reason. Because of his lineage. And they knew you just don't get a book, nobody walk in. The book is sacred. There's nobody, you think a visitor walking in the door and hand the book and say, come and teach us. Not at all. This had to be your skill.
That's right.
This had to be something you have a trait for. So with them, this is constant ritual for them. That's what they're going. He said, Musha read every Shabbat. So nobody ain't reading that now. He said, every Shabbat you read Musha. That's what they tell every Shabbat. So the person that gave it to you, he's only teaching it because this is how he's been reared. This is all he knows. This is his skill. Think about it. He goes out, he goes to work. Then when he clocks out and get off, then he studies. That's why he didn't have nothing else. That's why he told he don't have no inheritance. I'm his inheritance. That's why you don't find Yahusha doing all the work. Because you couldn't be doing it in this. There are times, that way you let them know, I'm your inheritance. Because you're constantly going over something that's being recited. You're going back over this every time. You're just going back over it. So it's almost like that muscle memory for them. This is why they would get in the book. When they came, they built the pulpit. Azara set up there. You know what his name is? Aid. That's right. I'm here to help you. His name goes on what he did when he got the book. He was aiding us by taking the Turah and reading, going back over it. And Yahusha was saying, let them know, we will be implementing this again. When he had him to get up and read it, he went on and let them know, we haven't been keeping this. We're going to start back keeping this. We hadn't kept them since back the days of Yahushua, who they called Joshua. He went back over everything. Listen, Azara read it. And when he read it, he came back and said, this is what we're going to start doing. Now, can y'all let them know, we're going to start keeping this. Now, until that man came and aided them with going back over it, they wouldn't have done no good. Somebody who knew what the Turah was, and that man sat down and went right back over it, and he started putting it into place. That's how these people start knowing, y'all got to get rid of these wives. And you know what? And you know what they got it from? What order? Hands. Come on, tell it from him. Abraham. Think about it. What's going to just make me say go and put away somebody? He been sleeping with Hagar, he ain't had no emotion for him. Guess we had to let him know. He had to cast out of who else?
In the Benin.
Guess what they had to do by the hands of Azara he taught them? They had to get rid of who? Their wife and the kids. Guess why? Because this was a violation of the Turah. That's what I'm trying. The whole time before Yahusha came, guess what he told us? You ever had forests? So we've been reading, guess what we've been thinking? He just got up and read, they put him away. What did he tell you how they was to Abraham when he did it? And guess who they had to look at? So was Abraham. Cast them out and that kid. See, these folk been teaching that they don't know what they've been teaching. I try to tell you, these people don't know what they're doing. They have no idea because you reading the book, guess what you're thinking? Well, they had to put away because it was captivity. Okay. They sinned. They was in captivity because of what? Their sins.
That's right.
Because of their sins. So guess what they associated? This kid is a breach. This kid and this woman is coming against the promise. The promise couldn't come till he got rid of them. When Yahusha told you you're going to get a Ruach HaKodesh? After I leave. He said, if I don't go,
you won't receive it.
You ain't going to believe it.
You won't come.
You ain't going to believe it. You ain't going to believe it. Why them kids had to leave. You can't get it till they leave. I'm trying to tell you, man, people don't look at, because you see what I'm saying? You have to look at behavior. You just running through looking at words. These people who put this stuff back together, these people just throw words together. Yeah. Oh, that's a Hebrew word for get up, cool. Okay, and you throw stuff and you'll miss the whole entirety of what he's trying. What I told you makes sense. Hope you got 10th chapter book of Azara. Let's see for yourself. Look up. Azara. Hanging there, Smitty. She back there, she was tired back down. Oh, you don't woke up now early. You almost nod out like I gave you some loving. Killing you soft with 15 minutes. Killing you softly. That's how it's at. Stop boasting in my living. I'm trying to hold on. Listen.
Now, when Azara was Palal, and when he was making his confession, weeping and casting himself before the beth of the Alahym, a very large assembly, Anashim, Nashim, and Banim gathered to him from Yachazaq'al, for the arm wept with a great weeping. And ShkanYah, the being of Yach'al, one of the Bani of Olam answered and said to Azara, we have been unfaithful to our all and have married foreign
They don't want
machine.
but God. I don't know what they put up. But God just want to work for unfaithful. Go ahead. I didn't say it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's do that. Let's look at his names. This is what him. Ychiy, ShkanYah. Some kind of Yahuah, I'm sure. Just looking at his name got to have some significance on the fact that he confessed it. I'm sure it does. Then we can look at his father. Show how little we do pay attention. Yahuah has dwelt. Yahuah has dwelt. Okay. Okay. So Yahuah has dwelt. Let's look at his father. So he gave us his father's name. Please. It wouldn't be Alahym. Was it Alahym? Oh. That's not right. Look at the other name. Start with a J. Put it as a J. Yeah. Yachazaq'al. Yachazaq'al. Alahym lives. Okay. Alahym will live. Let's see what else. So this is what we look at now. Just looking at this, when this came up, after he had been weeping and casting themselves down, based on what we were just reading, we just found about Ychiy, which let us know that Alahym dwelt. Alahym dwelt. Then he's born from the son of that he lived. Alahym will live. Alahym will live. So you got to remember this. These people looked at being the people of Alahym. So no doubt they had to look at the Berea that was given to them. How exactly is this going to play a part for this? See, unlike us, this is what we do. We just kind of look stupid when we screw up. Or, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But for them, they know everything is based upon relationship, okay? When these sons are different ones born, they have a name, and they would usually let you know in that father's name. They'll give you, and these names have a reasoning for them. That's a rationale behind them. They didn't look at the situation. So at that point, you know what they feel? We feel hopeless. Because guess what we did? We just missed. We just missed. Because he came back in the 9th chapter, he talked about the transgression. That you had taken these wives and these strange kids. They strange meant they were foreign. You taking these foreign kids, you taking them. But see, where it came in to be a problem is for the fact that, you know why they took them? They took them similar to what Abraham looked at when they came to Yachazaq'al. How's were they going to live? Unless they had begotten them kids, how are they going to live? Come on. When he told Abraham that he was going surely going to have a being from his wife, what did he say? Oh, that Yishmael might live. So they only marry these people they look at, just let me tell you something. Your grandmama and your granddad, they ain't gonna tell you the truth, they gonna tell you a lie. They have a look of love for each other when they got together. Okay, it was all sexual. People put people together for the fact of that's a good boy and get that gal right down. Mm-hmm. You want to get a gal that can work and ain't sorry. When they be building one being sorry, girl, don't get that gal, she's sorry. The old folks, that gal sorry. They'll tell that gal nasty. Like now, like y'all nasty. I know y'all nasty, but you ain't gonna tell a lie anyway. I know they nasty. So a lot of them nasty, because that's not something they promote. They push it, because them women looked at, you're behind getting out of here. Yeah. And them mothers back then looked at a nasty heifer was a reflection on them. Okay. Am I making this up? The women, then the mother, who they gonna look at? That girl was nasty. So it was, y'all not from the country, I knew that. Folk in the country, like now, country folk, they'll go get a hoe in a minute now. Them folk play on stuff like that. Man, them folk kind of old folk, But them old folk be watching you, boy, listen, you watch. When them old folk there watching you, you say folk there watching you. They can look at you, you know, y'all got to get out of here. Burn the hole in my chest. Old folks are watching. Man, country folk, them old folk just the dumb, They just that dumb, blind, they can't see nothing. They go get a prostitute out of school. That's a nice, that's some clean girls in the club. Them folk didn't play that stuff, man. They'll tell you, no. A boy, let me tell you, that boy won't work. They said, boy, listen, that boy don't work was equivalent, he was a homosexual.
Yeah, that's right.
They said a boy didn't work.
Yeah.
When they said that boy won't, listen, that sorry boy, he won't work out a pie factory tasting pie. Listen, that meant don't touch him. I'm telling them, they laugh. When they say that, they say that's how sorry he is. Man, you brought him home, they'll disown you. They be, but I love to do him. All that stuff, them folk didn't play that stuff, man. They was about a boy working. And his family, they want nobody in their family where they good people. Yep. But they found some thieves. Yep. That boy ain't gonna be, when old folks say, he ain't gonna do no good. Please don't look at that man twice. What that meant they told that boy ain't gonna do no good. Still go ahead and get him. What that meant? Ain't that care what that meant they told that boy ain't gonna do no good. The motherfucker let you know, they're in that. They tell you, they say, that boy ain't gonna do no good. They through talking about it. Listen, but I loved it in him. Keep going. They let you know, don't you ever come back. Man, old folk, they don't like when I tell them that. They tell you, I got old folk genes. Now, listen, I'm trying to tell you, they be sitting, they be looking, you be looking. Listen, they'll study you. I'm trying to tell them, old folks study, man, them folks tell you. They let them know. I'm telling my dad, he said, I want back in my yard. He said, listen, them boys dead. He said, best not have them back in my yard. I said, let's go down the street. You think I told him? I can tell them for no stupid stuff like that. Let's just go play. We can play here. Let's go. No, he don't get that talk, man. That man didn't play that stuff. No. He don't get that. He tell them for best not have him back in their yard. And smell it. He said, girl, pepper head. I said, God. I didn't know what a pepper head was, but I didn't look that up. Does anybody know what a pepper head is? I was scared to ask her. I just know it wasn't good. If he called him a pepperhead girl.
A pepperhead.
What?
He was saying pepperhead.
Come on. You talk to him, Grady. Come on now. Because he didn't tell me. I know you don't know.
That's what they said. They couldn't talk. They say pepperhead.
You said my daddy can't talk?
No, could talk, preacher.
What? You a white man. You can't say that.
That's why I said it.
Put one up for being racist, too.
Yes, sir.
Woo, he racist. Man, he called him Pepperhead. He wanted. I'm telling you, my dad, he was 40, 41. So he and all of them been through and seen that stuff. Them old folks, now you grew up with your grandparents. Them folks can see. I'm trying to tell them folks see them now. Yeah, they be watching. You be talking. Oh, I'm telling you, some of they ain't like. You be talking too much. Let me tell the old folk where it was. Let me tell you where it was. If he talk too much, he'll tell a lie. I'm trying to tell you, old folk were different. You be talking too much. They say, talk too much. They say, in no way you can talk too much, don't tell a lie. And you want to come in, that old folk that play that, they like if you talk too much. They say, you be talking that, you like, huh? They say, gotta be lying. You say, hi. They say, he talk too much. They look at, I don't talk that much. They be like, now old folk, all they look at, shut up, be quiet, and nod. Yassa? You say yassa? When I say you say yassam. Yassam. Y'all know about it? Yassam? That's what you say to Kurt. Y'all remember that? They say yassam. Yassam. You had to answer that. Yeah, that's what they kid. Huh? What? You been getting piss slapped at you. A lot of these kids, y'all need to go to the country. They do that. They call these kids. Y'all can't be calling these grown folk by their first name. Dwayne, boy, what you doing? These kids, that's stuff. These parents ain't gonna look stupid. Huh? They go to country. That stuff you teach them. You don't call grown folk by their first name. Grown folk live to get that. I remember they ran up there. They said, "Why I gotta do it? Because I had to do it. Shut your mouth. Don't ask no more. Anything I gotta do, you gotta do it." It was let me tell you something. I help these young folks out. You'll live longer. Because I won't kill you. I mean, somebody doesn't hurt you. I'm telling you something, honestly. Respect, when you start, I told them before, let me tell you something, man, respect can get you further than anything else in the world. Further than that degree. When folks see you respected and they can see they can talk with you and you'll take correction, I'm telling you, they'll deal with you. Man, I know folk, man, I know folk, they threw too. They said, don't bring him back around here. Don't bring him back around here. They don't want to see him no more. I'm trying to tell you now, the old folks see your kid cut the foot, he be with you, they tell you, they be like, don't bring him back around here. I want to kill him. You be like, they ain't doing that. They did something to me, because they looking at it. They did that to you, I kill them. Right. Old people tell me, shh. Man, old people, man, shh. My dad, he'll blow your brains out. I remember my dad said, his dad bought him some bullets. He said, my pa, he called him Pa, he said, Pa, buy some bullets. He said, get a box. He said, we'll have a kill for every bullet. You couldn't, listen, if it's so, his daddy count the bullet. Every bullet, you gotta have a kill for it. Do you know how much pressure there is on the kid? If you miss, you gotta run, you can't shoot him nothing, you gotta run it down and catch it, listen. But think how much pressure there is on the kid. I'm trying to tell you, pressure, boy. He said, my uncle, he had them blue eyes, that nigga crazy. He said, he just took all them bullets out there and just shot them up. His daddy came out, saw that. He said, well, I'm gonna kill that nigga. His older brother got the gun and ran the house with it, so he couldn't get it. He won't kill him for shooting him, but yeah. He won't work. That man won't work to save his life. I learned he hustled. Man, I ain't trying to work, I'm gonna hustle. They had down there, he said, they used to do putwood, and they bring the truck, like, they would send you all the equipment. You cut your wood down and load it up on the truck and trailers, and then the white folk come back and they get the truck and trailer, everything, and pay for the putwood. And all you gotta do is send the VIN number to your car. So my uncle could break in folk car, write their VIN number down. And them folks sent him all that equipment and he sold it. They caught him, he went to jail. And he went to jail, he said, locked him up and he was in jail and that white man came out to see him. And he wanted to see him and he went in there and he saw him. He said, that's the guy right there that got my stuff. He said, that's him. He said, a nigga. He said, yeah, I mean, you gotta figure they back him like the 50s for him. He said, a nigga. He said, white man said, ain't nobody never beat him out of nothing in his life, and definitely ain't a nigga. He told him to let him out of jail. Yeah, he wanna know, serious, that's how he got out of jail. They put him out the country, he couldn't go back down there. Of course, he went back a year later. He smelled, we just hard-headed. He sold all them folk equipment. The man let him go because he was a nigga. He said, ain't nobody never beat him out of nothing in his life. He said, definitely not a nigga. He told him to let him out of jail. So he was just like that. They just hustler. They wouldn't work. That's how I got that. But I got the work ethic from Henry Graydon. But I had that eye like him. But I got to hit them street, boy. I can't do this struggling stuff. I'd have shot them bullets up too. But I knew to get out of there. But I said that I kind of went off on it. But try to tell y'all young people, I'm going to help y'all young people out. And we'll come back. I'm trying to let y'all go. We'll get some more. But I need y'all to learn how to, first thing to help y'all go a long ways in life is respect and pay attention. My dad teach me that. Y'all nod off, y'all drift off too much. Them not good signs. Y'all want the true young people? Y'all ain't gonna make it like that. I want to keep y'all from getting killed. I know. See, I'm telling you, help with your parents. A lot of these folks ain't younger than me, okay? I come from the street. I came out of good home, Henry Graydon and Beulah May Smith, Miss Beulah May Smith. Because you had to give them a middle name, so you had one May. So they did a good job of showing me morally what to do. They didn't teach me to hate white folks, and they came up in a bad time. They never taught me to hate white people. They never I ain't pick at handicapped people. Nothing. They ain't never teach me that, and I ain't learned it. I picked up stuff from associating with other kids, getting out dealing with people. They were hard-working people. That's what they just show hard work and be honest people. They gamble a little bit too now. But we didn't have no light out. They would put 50 cents on the number. They didn't know you. They put 50 cents in straight ball. And my uncle bring it back over there and they'll do that straight ball. You know, I remember that, did it? Yeah. 75 cents. They might hit for $50, $100. They hide it. I look. I say, you know, some need to go to the kids. But you had to keep your mouth. Back then they kill you. You saw something. You ain't seen nothing. I'm trying to tell you, them folk were talking. You ain't heard nothing. You just said it just like them. They look over at you, make sure you like. You be like, all I did, I tell them where they left off at and say, I ain't heard nothing. That's it. You just let them know where they left off at from looking at you and keep going. But but teaching you respect, teach you how to respect older people. I'm telling y'all, it don't seem like they're gonna carry y'all a long way. Now all y'all ain't gonna pay attention to what I'm telling you, but one or two of y'all gonna pay attention. When people are seeing that you teachable, you respectable, old folk call it manable. They'll deal with you. You'll get people, I like me a lot for, I'll write y'all. I'm one of them people. I learned from old people. Man, I'll write one of y'all truckers out so fast. I'm telling you, listen, I'll scratch you out my book. I won't even pay you no attention. You just be here holding up seat. You get, hey, I said, it's about time you be like old for, it's about time you be going. Cause you ain't gonna be learning, you ain't gonna get in there. See, they'll play with y'all parents. That's what they do. They give y'all a lot of break. And I know in a way they feel like they helping y'all. They're not helping y'all. They gonna make it worse. See, I know as tight as my parenting was on me, it's too much stuff out here. It's way more out here than what I was into. And I dealt with them people. And it's too many things I get. We ain't have no drug where you owe my bag and you can fall out and die. This is scary. All right, watch this. Some of y'all kids gonna mess around, they're gonna pick it up. They gotta try it. Because you don't put the fear in them to where it ain't about beating them, it's about making you understand something. And you can beat. At some point you got to get to where let's sit down, let's strategize on how we're going to use our head. That ain't scary as a parent. Yes. Listen, own it up. Just you remember that. You own it up and you fall out and you overdose. You ain't took it, you ain't none of this. You just own it up and you fight. That is scary. And these folks in here, they kids, I know these kids play with from the wrong kid. You mean you can't let them play with nobody? Some of y'all kids, I already know that they the kid, they'll try it. I know they are. I already know they got the kid, they'll try it. They'll try it. They just, just got to try something. I don't believe it. Now, there's some stuff you'll get out here and you don't believe, it'll kill you. Everybody feel like you need experience. Some experience gonna be the last thing you ever do in your life. Some people, first sexual experience, they contracted AIDS. I ain't never get it by the kind of Yahuah. Some people, first experience, they call AIDS. One of y'all gonna have to be one of them people. You guys gotta find out. See, don't let it be you. Well, some of y'all, these dogs, much we gonna talk, you gonna go ahead and you gonna get pregnant. Cause it's just, you just gotta go see him, and he a good guy. People change when you have a baby by them. They're not the same people. They're not the same people. Cause the relationship changed now. We ain't have no responsibility, now we got responsibility. Now you want me, I gotta give you money regular. So the relationship changed. Y'all take your time. I can help y'all, I'm telling y'all, I can help a lot of y'all. I did a lot of things. My dog first born, my old dad, I was terrible dad. I was 19, I ain't know about being no damn dad. I was terrible, I ain't know about being no dad and getting no money or nothing like that. I feel like, man, give her money, I was giving her money. Right, see, but that's how your relationship changed like that. You had to get groomed and get grown and learn stuff. And this is the problem with it. The child growing while you learning. So that's a bad position to be in. And I ain't learning from my parents, just being honest. You trying to learn responsibility on the wing versus if you the right age, right person, understanding, this would be something you already are familiar with. You understand. So now the process go, man, I give her some money, they hope take my money, and she be spending my money. And versus now your kid like it. So it's a lot of things I try to help y'all out with because I ain't know. A lot of stuff you don't know till you get out here. You don't want all your experience to be no bad experience. Take what I'm trying to tell y'all to help. I know some of y'all ain't gonna pay attention because, you don't think, you think you look cute, you gonna go ahead and get here. And some get yourself in a situation. One of these girls will kill you too. I had a friend of mine, I tried to tell him to stay down here years ago. I liked him. I had to get on my life. He was older than me. And he went back and got up there with this girl. He was on the phone booth talking to another girl. And man, she took that knife, she stabbed that joke up in that phone booth. Yeah, I was at church, I was in the choir, man. I had got my pager kept going off. And I went there, a girl he used to date that I knew was down him together. And she called me, tell me he was dead. He crawled from that phone booth and crawled up in the apartment. He was knocking on the door. He had blood on every one of them doors. Nobody opened the door to help him. He lay right there. No, listen, folks didn't open it. They saw somebody, they got that peephole. He was in Kentucky, they let that peephole, seen a man out there bleeding. Folks, they trying to get involved. They came and they found out that he was dead. I went back to the choir, I just said that. I said, heard me. I kept telling him. I said, just come on back down here. I always dealt with people older than me. I was like, come on back down. Just come on. I said, I found the right thing. Come on back down here, come. He's like, Tom, we the conversation. He said, Tom, I'm gonna be coming down now. That woman there was a crazy one, but she wound up stabbing that joke up, man. She called the police on herself and told them. And that's how they found her, because she told the police why she stabbed the man. Nobody even called. She called and told the police she had stabbed her boyfriend up. They followed her from the phone booth and followed the blood up there, saw he had been on the door. They found her right there in the hallway of the apartment, dead. Can you imagine that? You laying here, you crawling, you see him dying. I'm sure it probably came back to him. Who probably told us that boy tried to tell you, you wouldn't listen. Y'all young folk, y'all ain't gonna listen. These folks here tell you, a lot of these folks here, it's some folks here tell you, ask them what preacher call it. They supposed to tell you. I try to tell you. If folks watching that screen know it too. There's a lot of folks, you know, they looking at. Their life been a whole lot easier they listen to preaching. They ain't gonna listen to me. They going out there and try it anyway. They'll tell you. I tell you. All I'm doing is tell them, say, go ahead and try it. I said, you might be a success story. Some of these folks here tell you, they be like, no, you'll be no success story. It's folks tell you, if preacher don't tell you don't do it. If I was you, I wouldn't do it. They be like, I gotta go do it. And they go right there and they hurt themselves. I can help that, but a lot of y'all just so antsy pants. You just got to go. You just got to. But listen, man, you got to see the world. Go on out there and see the world. I done seen the world. That world will hurt you. Many people cruel like him. The average person logic is this. They got to learn like I did. That's some bad information. Man, somebody tell you, be careful. Somebody, well, you got to learn like I did. But so what did you learn? I'm just curious, what did you do? You made some bad decisions, man. You run your life. Ain't it right in? He looking around there trying to figure out, y'all kid, I watch y'all. Y'all not smart. Y'all think y'all smart. There's more y'all here. Y'all be thinking y'all smart. You really not smart. Y'all really not smart. You just think you're smart. Y'all make dumb decisions. I just watch. I can help y'all though. Let me tell you something. Y'all will tell y'all paying with people out here in life. Man, the right people cut you off. I'm the right person. If I cut y'all off, I'm gonna tell you what, you're gonna be bad off. You're gonna be in a bad position. Y'all young people, I put a lot of time with y'all, talking with you. They'll tell y'all, man, preacher don't waste no time with no kids. Y'all think I ain't busy? Y'all think I have time to sit and talk with y'all? About anything, I'm much too busy. I have my own stuff. Y'all know why I put time to y'all? Because I want you to have a better chance than I have. I want you to have a better chance than we have. I want you to be able to have more options to make better decisions. Like right now, y'all in a situation where if you broaden your horizon, there's no end to what you do. As you get older, you start lessening what you can do. Right now, y'all at where you can start shaping yourself toward what you're gonna do, career-wise, spiritual. A lot of times for us, we kind of got thrown into it. You know, after you boxed in, you done made so many bad mistakes. Yeah. What about you, Dan? Can you go right now and go to school, be a doctor? What about a lawyer? What about an engineer? See, after a while, listen, y'all get real slim. And y'all right now where you at, you got opportunity where, you know, your mind a sponge. You can grow. You can absorb a lot. Man, you get with these people, man, these screwball, man, you don't limit yourself. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. I heard somebody at me talking about these kids down here in Rockdale what they need. I told them, ask me, I'm running for office. They're gonna call me one boot. When I come in, I put one boot. They said, what other? I said, other than somebody behind. Who want this one? That's how I start every meeting. Tell these folks the truth. Talk no technology school. Man, get your kid a dustpan and a broom. No technology. Isn't that right? Go get a techno shot. Get right, no technology. Man, tell them folks the truth around these kids. Say, kid, listen, much as I talk and run these burger places down, I'm gonna need some fries. I'm gonna need some of these kids in Rockdale. All right, I'm just telling the truth. I tell them, they'll be hurt, I tell them the truth. It's an honest job. Isn't that right? I want you to know how to do this here. And shake, pull them back and lean like this, dump it over, 2 salt shake with the napkin and put it in there. I tell you, and did a great work. Ain't that right? You want a better future than that? Better pay attention. I'm trying to tell you, they spend a lot of time. Let me tell you something. Y'all, I know they said preacher God, I ain't got out. I had to talk to my young people because they ain't gonna listen. And I don't want these kids to find out when they come up dead somewhere. All these kids in here, I'm telling y'all, you're gonna make the wrong decision if y'all don't pay attention. Y'all got opportunity to hear the word at a young age. Man, you go out here and make the wrong decision, get with the wrong people. Man, you're gonna end your life. Y'all young people, I'm telling these young daughters, I know they ain't gonna listen. They gonna prop them legs over, the right one gonna come. That boy ain't gonna tell you he got AIDS. You know what you're gonna find out? When you sick. I told you about I had a guy call me and ask me to pray for him. So I believe you can get a prayer through. Time all that praying. I got a lot of folks praying for me. I'm trying to find me. That's why I question folks be trying to pray for me. For what? Yeah, pray for me. I believe you're praying. Why you believe I'm a prayer? What do you got going on? Then he told me about it. He said, well, I had been messing with that lady and behind my wife's back. And he said he wasn't feeling well. He hadn't been feeling well. And he said he having to go to the doctor and got checked and found out he had AIDS. Then the man, he told me that. He said, I believe God's a healer. He told me that. He said, I believe God's a healer. He said his wife had been trying to sleep with him. He said, I've been pushing off. I've been telling her I ain't feeling good. He said, but I ain't gonna be able to keep doing it long. He said, I got you. He said, I got my sister. I got some more preachers praying for me. And he said, you pray for me too. So I told that man, I said, I will not pray one prayer for you. He said, what? I said, I will not pray one prayer for you. All I kept thinking, you done messed this woman up. You low down nigga. And you think I'm finna pray for you? He thinking, if he stopped now, he ain't gonna give it to her. Dummy, you just found out you got it. Don't you think y'all done put it in her? And he thinking now he doing the right thing. Instead of blowing their brains out, that still ain't gonna change. Think how that lady gotta feel her life here. Like you reckless bastard. Y'all young people, y'all do know kids at y'all school got AIDS. Y'all know that, don't you? Y'all didn't know that? Kids at your school, legally they can't tell y'all. You know that move? There are kids at your school that have AIDS. They cannot tell you legally, they will be sued. Those people can watch y'all talking to a little girl or a boy. They can't tell you nothing. They'll get sued. So they had to sit here and look at some boy walk around with some little girl and look at, this girl has no idea this boy got AIDS, or this boy has no idea this girl has AIDS. Now, when I'm talking to y'all young people, I'm trying to help y'all now. That's all of you. Don't be sitting on here thinking, they just a kid. And it's unfortunate. Some of these kids have contracted because their parents were reckless. Some of these kids have contracted from blood transfusion. Some of these kids have contracted because they were molested by somebody with AIDS. That's why y'all kids got to pay attention when I talk to you. Yahuah trying to save y'all life and save y'all a whole lot of trouble out here. Y'all hear me? On this screen, y'all hear me? My young people, y'all didn't know with them kids, ask your kid, are they listening? Danny, you got 20 of them in there. These kids know, Landon, he ain't digging it, he ain't playing that nose, is he? Josiah, you listening? Landon ain't playing his nose, is he? Y'all all be careful. Everybody watch out for each other. I know, listen, I was horny. I was out there. I was hot. They ain't gonna tell no lie. Yahuah didn't have it out for it then. Had other stuff. I've been in that clinic now. I got them pills. Y'all don't need to get out here. I appreciate Yahuah. He let me come on back. You can get out here, boy, and get somebody in your life. Y'all hear me? All right now. Y'all sit right here be messing around now. Put on, that girl ain't gonna tell you. Why would that girl tell you? What girl gonna tell you? Yeah, I got AIDS. Come on. Who gonna tell you that? Why that boy gonna tell you that? Better watch them on curly head. Look for them not a head nigga. Their head be so nappy, boy, they can repair. Where William at? William clean. Not now, but down the road. He met around, boy, his hairstyle, he got a Jerry curl. Get back. I mean, that's the truth. What I'm trying to tell you. I seen a guy, man, he looked there, kept telling me how good he looked. I seen they would say, woo, you look good. He like that smiling. But that thing laid down like he had that gel on it. They kept talking to the girl, they kept, woo, you know you look good in your life. He just, that nigga died about a couple weeks later. I'm scared of folk with that good hair. They just kept, he just smiled. They said, whoa, you look good. His skin was just light. It was just, boy, looking like a baby booty. Just want to take a pamper and just wrap it around it. Yeah, it wasn't a couple weeks later, he was dead. Her uncle gave all them guys, I watched all them die. I let them guys watch, I said, all these guys, they were falling like flies, dying. I don't watch folks die. All of them wiped out. They were all, listen, they were highly educated people too. Oh, that big bro. Oh, one of them, I was gonna kill him. I kept watching. She had told her mama and said, he was watching me. He wanted me. I came and she told me, I said, what did he say? She told me that. I said, okay. I said, when I said I'm gonna kill him. They like, okay. I said, I'll watch it because I'm trying to figure out, this is a sissy. This guy here, he had another little guy handling this guy. Man, looking a little bit, man, handle him. I pay for your school. Try to show out on this sister. I'm watching him. Of course, I'm watching because I'm sitting here saying, you sleeping with this nigga? He gonna tell me, see, I could have took him. I said, I tell you what, where did I see him? I show him. I'm gonna kill him. He wound up dying. So you heard one way or the other, he was leaving him. I was gonna stop him. One way or the other, he was gonna leave him. I'm just saying, I'm telling y'all young people, y'all slow y'all behind down to him. I watched that whole group of them. Listen, them guys used to fly in for, listen, these guys were deans at universities. Listen, they were over hospital, Maharia Hospital in that. Listen, they will fly here to Atlanta. These guys come. Listen, married. I watched these guys, white hair, listen, fly him with their boy toys. Listen, look like a student. Listen, these guys were professional. They were over the nursing program for universities. Listen, these guys fly here and have a nigga on their arm. Listen, and they white hair, no idea. All them fags. I'm trying to, so I'm watching. I was watching because I'm thrilled. I'm sitting here, y'all got wives? Fly straight back and miss the one. A lot of these guys, a lot of y'all here like these guys. Y'all better watch these guys now. Y'all better get these guys here. These guys here, I got some clean ones in here. They better be. Better not have no Duke stain in front of their draw. You had one better be in the back. Oh, I put them on back. No, you didn't. No good way you can't put tighter whiters on but one way. How tight? You don't wear them tighter as an underoos. You know how them things made. Can't put them on backward. Oh man, I messed up, man. Then they're gonna have a sack drop in the front. The sack drop can't have no Duke stain in it. Cause the way to draw, man. Hey, is it probably to put on tighter white and run back? Oh, I put them on backward. No, good and well y'all know better than that. Y'all be mad around here like these guys. A lot of these guys switch hitter. My man bet, I'm a right-hand batter. Bat left-handed. No, I'm staying right here. I ain't impressed. Ain't that right? Try to make me go lefty. No, I'm righty. Ain't that right? Know which way you bat. All that impressed. He said he bat all right here. He can bat here. All right. I bet he can. Now watch all those funny batting. You all right, he impressed. They take the bat. Pow, pow, yeah, hit the bat on him. I see him hit the shoe. He ain't got a minute hitting that bat on his behind. Y'all all right up there? If I don't say nothing about it, who gonna say something about it? Then who the hell that little Mexican? Look at that. He got a little sangarita. Don't be trying to back up on sangarita. Dan ain't got that neck brace on. He said, he ain't got that neck brace. That's the healthiest I ever seen. Man, we said he got a whole body carry. We caught Danny, them got to told him and opened the door and set him in there. They all laid back and all got old sangarita by him. But that's the truth. I'm going to let y'all go. Rachel, I know you 40-something. You've been around a long time. It's important. We're going to make that's all my daughter. Y'all let preacher look at him for y'all. Move. You know we done talked about that. I'm going to ask him all the facts. Courtney, let me look at him. I'm looking dead in his eye, too. I said, but what that doodle is? Tell me, how you know? I'm going to tell him. I said, how that boy doing you broke up with? Now, he doing fine. Oh, yeah, I'm going straight down the middle. I'm going to find out. Y'all know, let me check him. Her, too. Girl down there, she keeps scratching down him. Ain't no girl got to keep scratching out here. Yeah, I'm chilling. But watch out, boy. That girl going to hurt you. I'm trying to tell you, she can't ride no bike. All right, boy, better watch out. I'm trying to tell you now. I'm going to help y'all out. You know what? Every time she be walking in, take her to the beat, you just see a little drag line in the sand. She steady walking, and it's a drag line in her. No, leave her alone. I got that toe. You trying to get some jelly. She talking, you want some jammer? Some jam? No. I'm going to help y'all out. Y'all hear me? Y'all bring that girl, let preacher check out. I'm helping everybody. I know they going to go see. Y'all be looking at them old eyes. I just love it to them. Let me look. And that's right. I'm helping find her. They tell her I help them out. Do y'all want these kids later on sick somewhere? I know I do. I say some stuff funny, but I help y'all. It is not true. That stuff serious. Man, these folks will shut you down on here for life. Man, AIDS will put you out of here. Now, maybe look at these folks, make sure they switch hit them. I tell her, I said, man, them girls, they have something like that. There's a lot of girls like them guys gay. Listen, women, them tell what bad. These women notorious for dating gay guys. Okay. I tell her, God time she was a model. We ain't do nothing, we ain't kissing nothing. I wasn't big on all that kiss. My wife, I don't be big on all that kiss. I don't know where your mouth been. Ain't that right? Been around out. Man, you got somebody that go out there tie flat to mine. I can blow it up. I bet you can. I go to the gas station. Girl, man, girl brought up a 24-inch tie. I'm talking about dead flat. No. What the no. I gotta know what you be working with. Y'all all right? So I help the young folk. Y'all be watching them. He just throwing your mouth everywhere now. Help y'all out. Man, I got a blunt out. Man, some 32. So, you know, man, a tractor trailer tie sit out of the ground. But y'all better stop, man. I'm talking, she could blow it off the rim. And blow it up. No, y'all slow down. But she's not good. Yes, I'm trying to tell you, she's not looking girl now. Pretty little girl. I was going to get busy now. And me and her got to talking. We talked about my high school. She told me, well, she said, I said, yeah, Columbus. She said, yeah, Jimmy. I said, Jimmy. I said, I don't know no Jimmy. She said, Jimmy went up. I said, I don't know no Jimmy. I said, not went over there. I said, I don't know no Jimmy. I said, I'm Jimmy. I said, I'm Jimmy. I know. I said, white boy Jimmy. She said, that's him. I said, Jimmy gay. I said, man, we ain't do nothing. We were good. That thing said, choo. I said, we good. We'll have the best conversation I ever had. I thank her for the time and this conversation. That's why conversation is good. Find out who the folk know now. Time to tell you now. I'm trying to tell you, they'll mess you up. I'm trying to tell you now, Jimmy gay. I tell them I see him now. They say he's still living. I say, shouldn't be too much longer. That's just being honest now. All right. Let me tell you something. Women notorious about this stuff. Y'all want to, I'm helping. They don't mind. I mean, you know, he just kind of, let me carry your pocketbook. That's a sign. My wife, I ain't never asked her to let me carry her pocketbook. If I had to pick up a pocketbook, I'd grab that thing like this and ball. I want to carry it like somebody said, you don't carry it like that, so you know me. Pick that thing and throw that thing on my wrist and go to bopping down through that with no. Slap that thing on my wrist, no. I carry it when somebody said they'll say, man, you don't carry no pocketbook like that. Exactly. I don't want to matter. You get it and man, because you put it here, it's going to slap your that thing. I'm trying to, no. It's not designed for no man to carry no pocketbook. I'm not impressed with them niggas trying to throw it around their side, talking about like they some Robin Hood. They tell you know, Daoud had a bag. Yeah, I got a holster. He throwing rocks, I'm throwing bullets. That was good in his day. Y'all hear me? Right, here we go. I got a bill folder and a gun holster. Walk around these guys, they like the old little brick jail. Man, I ain't wearing that stuff, man. Carry no poodle purse. I don't want now with no St. Bernard head on it, none on it. That's a pocketbook. Somebody got to preach that. If we don't preach it, if I don't tell it, somebody else is going to tell it. AJ, somebody try to give you a pocketbook to carry it, what you say? No. There you go, no. They tell you get a wallet. Man, get a wallet. Ain't that right? You get you a wallet. I'm telling somebody, he got him a watch. That's what I want. And my brother, I need my Ychiy to start wearing watches. I told my boy that too, need a watch. Y'all know what a watch? It's 65 man keep up with time. I know they got it, but I need you to get a watch. If you can't tell time, look like you can. Got something to do. Space ugly woman. You say, woo, boy, done got late. You can't do that. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I got it. Woo, I got to get out of here. That watch will save your life. Run across an ugly woman. You can't just walk off. Something wrong with y'all. Oh, I ain't preaching that, huh? All the time. But no, man need to get what? It's a sense of man. It's sure a man got a sense of time. I'm just telling you now, I'm from the old school. It's certain stuff, you need your watch. I told my minute, you need your watch. You ain't got to go get all that. You ain't got to go spend no $500,000. That's a time piece. You need your watch. That's just, I got one on my phone, then tied on your darn wrist. I got one on my phone. You need a watch. Keep up with time. Old folks tell that. Old folks say, man, I made to have a watch. Man, they have pocket wide. They keep up. I'm trying to tell you, help y'all out. I know guys, I don't want all them rich. Get it so you don't break it. You ain't got now. That's why you're going to be popping around. Get your wire. Put on the right arm now. Ain't that right? Don't be trying to be all ambidextrous. Ain't that right? Get it on now. Man need to be, keep up with the time. Y'all got it? I'm help y'all out. There's a man on y'all men. Don't be scared of time. Ain't that right? Let me tell you, if we don't start structuring our young men, we're going to lose them. They keep wanting to purse them out and get them all looking gayed out. We got to try to pull them back. So I tell you, young man, be responsible. Keep yourself up. Look, remember, when people see you, that before anything come out your mouth, they're already in a session. I'm telling you, before you talk, what you say, it's going to solidify, it's going to change their opinion. Y'all hear me? So it's important on how you look. Shoe tied up, belt up, pants ain't hanging off, sagging off your booty crack. And that shirt, have your shirt tuck in, look neat, look presentable. Cause you listen, you are a billboard of yourself. People read you. Why me lock eyeballs? What's wrong? Cause I'm reading death right. I'm about to snatch them eyes out. You want me to give them the blind over here? Blind, you need a couple eyes. You ain't gonna do it. Go there and doodle them out. What? Who are that? Me. Wow. Me on that overflow home. Went down that overflow home. I'm gonna get ready and let y'all go though. I appreciate it, Chris. Appreciate it. Let me get my people. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Give you some hand clap. Appreciate y'all up there.